This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning.
Now,
Opie and Anthony time. What?
Because the show remains real doesn't mean we're keeping it real.
No, you don't want to keep it real.
No. I don't even know what that means.
We're just real. Real what?
Look, we're real.
Real assholes.
That could be it.
Who knows? Real sick of this winter, huh?
That's a good one. Hey, cold enough for you?
We got some weird wind today.
Yeah.
Every day it's something different in the New York area.
It's fucking freezing. Very windy, yeah.
Single digits with the wind chill.
Oh, they love that real feel temperature, wind chill, whatever you want to call it.
40 to 45 degree winds.
Very cold. Very
mile-an-hour winds,
cold.
I mean.
Is that how fast it is?
40 to 45 miles.
And in the city, it could be zero wind on one street. And then you turn around that corner, you just never know. And you're like, ah-de-da-de-da, the wind hits you in the face. It takes your breath right out of you.
Well, in New York, old people go airborne because of that.
Oh, yeah.
The wind squeezes in between those buildings, comes out the other side a little stronger.
Yeah.
And I told the story over the years. We lose one or two a year around me.
The old people go flying?
They go flying. One year, one went into one of those big, huge flower pots.
Oof.
Broke her arm. Another time,
they are frail.
We watched a guy roll down the road.
Oh, you don't want to be that guy.
Rolling.
You do not want to be the rolling down the fucking city street guy.
I camped out once to try to film people, trying to handle the wind, but didn't get anything good. These are just stories I've been told by the security guys.
It's just not pleasant.
No, not at all.
It's hard to breathe. It literally is out there. It's hard. I kept thinking, this is what it's like to fall out of a plane. Like, it's freezing, and you can't breathe. Like, so maybe you wouldn't make it all the way
down. Because that would be a real strong wind and real cold.
Yeah, it's a minus 40.
Boy.
Yeah.
That'd suck. Speaking of
the plane, thought we had a little something yesterday. Turns out that was nothing.
The Chinese?
What is it then?
I don't know. They found some debris in the water, but it's not identifiable. They say it looks like it's pieces that are too big.
Right.
Who knows what that is? But I guess it came from some Chinese satellites. No.
But wouldn't they just tell the world what it is? The Chinese are saying they made a mistake. They didn't want to release that photo.
Chinese are very mysterious people.
Absolutely, they're mysterious.
They don't like playing well with others. They like whenever there's a world crisis, they keep their cards very close to the vest, as they say.
Right.
Didn't they send some ships, though, or some... they sent something.
They did, huh?
Yeah.
It says satellite images may show missing plane, but hasn't that already been kind of discredited?
No, it's a different one. I think that's a different one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
6 days just disappeared.
I
don't know.
So where is the plane?
With all of the technology, it's just astounding.
The plane just went away.
I know the Earth is very big. The ocean's a big place, but everything we got, the old projections of where the plane should be, things like that, you'd think they'd find it pretty quickly. Big plane, too. I don't know. What went wrong? Flight 370, what went wrong?
They could roll out as many experts as they want.
Don't mean shit.
None of these guys know anything in the end.
Nope.
They're just guessing like we are.
Yeah. It's all speculation.
I'm floating, I think. They think this is something floating.
No, that's old now, though.
Is that that?
Yeah. The paper has the satellite image, and that's now old. They're basically saying, yeah, that's nothing.
I don't know. Imagine the first time ever they actually find that it's intact somewhere and something just went awry and people are just like, oh, it's been a week. Where the fuck have you been?
Right.
But the problem is the transponder not working. No signal. That's just too weird.
Sent.
No signal had been sent.
Has there ever been a plane that has completely disappeared like this?
I don't.
Not in recent
No, not recently.
Right? They always find something eventually.
They thought they found Amelia Earhart's plane not long ago.
Yeah.
They saw photographs like in the ocean or something of what could be like a landing gear.
Yeah. One listed overdue for a week.
Yeah. I'll never buy freckled skin cream again. Because that was what they found. The thing that she had freckles.
Yes, freckled skin cream. She was very freckly.
Freckly idiot she was. Probably applying it when she fucking went down. Clumsy broad.
I think she was oldie time lesbian too.
Was she?
Yeah, that was speculation. Ooh. Very into her, flying, not so much into, men.
Well, maybe she was flying to a place that accepted her.
Maybe.
Her sexuality.
Well, gentlemen, Amelia Earhart is single.
She was just flying to some native, native lawns to get a little action.
Boys.
Right. So, well, they thought they found something yesterday, and it turns out, nope.
Yeah.
So now they're just back to trying to figure out where the hell this plane is.
That's something. The satellites focused in there. Fucking other satellites that apparently can detect explosions, and that didn't find anything. I don't know. And then obviously other countries, including the U.S., don't want to give up their assets and say what they do have. That's probably another sensitive issue. It's like, oh, yeah, we got this satellite image of this. You don't want to show that because you don't want other countries going, oh, you can do that?
Right. Well, look what we could do.
Yeah. It's a little, you don't want to let other countries know what you can do.
Sure.
Maybe they'll turn up. Maybe not.
They're dead, but I mean, like...
you think, yeah?
Oh, of course. They're completely dead. But it's crashed.
It would be amazing, though.
That'd be a greatest story of the last...
Right.
I can't think of how many years. Last week.
I pulled a Sully. They're just floating, trying to keep the thing on top of the water.
That's what I said. Maybe a water landing, and now it just slowly sink to the bottom.
Oh, boy. Well, they do have rafts and stuff.
They don't have food or water for 6 days. No plane is equipped for a 6-day mission.
You're in a little life raft, and the flight attendants are telling you to pay for your little food. Yeah. Still.
Can we swipe your credit card? No, my luggage is in the ocean.
Yeah. Can we swipe your credit card? Hey, Godspeed there. What are you going to do?
And then another huge story yesterday, and then when they realized it wasn't like terrorism or anything, they just...
And it's bad, whatever.
Or it wasn't enough people that died.
Yeah.
They moved away from the story. It's very interesting to see these news cycles.
Yeah.
It turns out it's a natural gas explosion, I guess, up there in East Harlem.
Yep, the old gas pipe.
It's like taking out a tooth in the city.
Yeah.
The whole building is gone. Or 2 buildings, right?
2 buildings right next to each other. Boy, did you hear enough time that there was a church on the bottom of one and a piano store on the bottom of the other? I was watching the coverage yesterday on Channel 2 locally here in New York, and boy, they had nothing, but they just keep juggling and trying to get something out of people. Oh, could you please ask that person? The anchor's back at the desk. Could you ask that person if they heard a loud kaboom?
They wanted it to be some kind of bomb so badly, right?
They always want it to be a bomb, terrorism, something out of the ordinary, something that isn't just a gas explosion. Oh boy, could it be? We're going to have people. Investigators are showing up. It is probably not terrorism. But nothing's been ruled out just yet.
Well, Charlie Rangel there.
Charlie Rangel's an idiot. He's elected 8 billion years up there in Harlem.
He's a really old guy, too, right?
Yeah, he's just some old codger that's, milking the job. And, he said, this is our community, which, Harlem. This is our community's 9/11. This is Harlem's 9/11.
Right.
It's like, wait, it wasn't 9/11 9/11?
Right.
Wasn't that bad enough for the entire city?
How is it
country?
How is it his community's 9/11?
I don't know.
It's a horrible tragedy, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think it's 2. What are they up to? Like 6 killed?
6 dead, 9 missing, 60 injured.
Right.
And that's falls. The numbers fall a little short of your 9/11. It's not terrorism. Although 2 buildings blew up, they were not the financial epicenter of the free world. I think he might have overplayed it a little bit.
Didn't people smell gas for years, too, they say?
Yeah. Yeah, that'll come up, too, where I'm sure some of the community activists will say, what's it take for Harlem to get some people up here to investigate the gas?
The gas smell.
The gas smell. If it was a white neighborhood. Yeah.
That's kind of scary, though. You're smelling gas. They said for years.
Years?
For years they smelled gas in those buildings. And then it finally went.
Damn.
And, man, those gas explosions, they don't mess around. Wow.
Once you get a nice pocket of that built up and then it gets a little ignition sort. Oh, man. It just comes apart.
Those buildings got blown the fuck up, man. Like there's nothing left.
Yeah.
No.
And then I saw some video they were showing on the news yesterday of some gentlemen in the area that had their phones going that were running to the scene saying, we got to help people.
Right.
We got to help people. And I'm like, portrait mode. Fucking portrait mode. It's amazing.
Let's say hi to Brian in Charlotte. He has a little more on the Charles Wrangle angle. Or the Charlie Wrangle.
Like
Charles or Charlie? I don't know.
Yeah.
What's up, Brian? Hey.
What infuriates me is you refer to it as 911. He didn't even refer to it as 9/11.
He says 911?
No, he says 911.
Yeah, that is silly.
Yeah.
He's an old, out-of-touch fool that those dummies up there still vote for.
Who blamed this situation on gentrification, so he's taking a page out of the Spike Lee book.
He said that?
Oh, yeah, on CNN. They actually had to cut the guy off. He was an independent journalist from Harlem, and he was trying to blame it on gentrification, saying that the landlords who've taken over these buildings don't give a shit about the people who live there, so they're fine if they blow up.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Thanks, boys.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what gentrification does.
Gentrification.
You want to blow the building up.
as opposed to pre-gentrification.
Yeah.
Which was a bombed. It looked like a bombed out city of Beirut. Yeah. Nothing's ever good.
No.
Nothing. It doesn't matter what is done or isn't done. It's never good.
Let's go to Scott in New York. Scott.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, man.
Rolls-Royce monitors their engines, and Fox News reporting that they were running 4 hours after the transponder went off.
Yeah, then there's another report that's not true. There's like conflicting reports about that.
I heard that this morning too. Yeah. Like they have it transmits information to a server,
right?
And I guess they could get engine data,
right,
from it.
And
that's the ring for that time could be all the way to Pakistan, which conspiracy theory, I don't know, but crazy.
No, the plane, I don't believe the engines were running 2 hours later.
No,
4 hours.
4 hours, whatever.
4 hours after the transponder went off.
Because somebody would have seen it land somewhere. You don't land just on a field. I mean, look, if Nicholson didn't even know, if they saw those 2 soldiers saw the plane land and a few good men, there's no way you can land a Malaysian airliner. The whole world is looking for. Not one person calls in and goes, yeah, I was on the ground crew, we saw it.
What if they landed it in Pakistan somewhere? And
somebody would talk.
Some kind of... I don't know.
For what?
An old dirt. They carved a runway out of the jungle somewhere.
But then what?
Then you load it up with explosives and you fly it into something big.
But then people would know that plane's in the air, no?
Yeah, they'd know there's a problem.
What do you mean? Once they take off again?
Yeah.
No, you get that transponder off, you fly low, you fucking crash right into something.
Like what?
Building.
Where?
United States.
Okay.
You fly across the Atlantic now, you fucking fly right into something big.
Conspiracy people must be having a field day with this one.
They certainly are.
Yeah. Let's say hi to Jeff in Phoenix. Jeff.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning, Jeff.
Yeah, I heard on Fox News, breaking news at 3 o'clock this morning, that there was a sensor in the engines on the plane that sent a beacon or some shit to Rolls-Royce, their main facility, and they said that the plane kept flying for another 4 hours, or at least
I hadn't heard that.
It's now in Pakistan.
Wow.
And what?
It's now in Pakistan, according to Steve Busey on Fox News.
Isn't when you're on hold, doesn't the show play?
Yeah, I think so.
Sir?
You guys already said that? I didn't hear that.
That's all right. But
he's all bummed now.
But there's conflicting reports that that's not true. So I don't know. I think
Pakistan.
Yeah.
Leave it to Fox to fuck it up.
Not really. I think it came from the Wall Street Journal or something.
Oh, is that what it was?
I believe, or yeah.
Either way, I'm an idiot. That's what I get for not listening.
No,
boy.
Oh, sir.
Now this guy says the plane doesn't use Rolls-Royce engines.
What?
I heard Rolls-Royce all morning.
Of course, it's a Boeing.
Right. Rolls-Royce engines.
Yeah, Boeing's used Rolls-Royce on their 777.
Do they?
Yeah, that's what I hear. Oh, well.
And then you got a car crash in
South by Southwest.
Yeah, in Austin.
What happened?
What, a guy just purposely drove into a crowd? Is that what happened?
Damn.
The incident happened outside the Mohawk, a bar and live music venue on Red River Street in Austin around 12:30 a.m. And it killed 2 people, injured 23. He just plowed into a whole bunch of people?
He was drunk.
Oh, they're saying he was just drunk?
Yeah, he had hit a cab previously, and then he just kept on going, and then when he barreled into all those people, he got out of the car and tried to run away.
How do you jerk off
Cops
do
tasered
that?
him.
God, what a fucking jerk off.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I don't know how the fuck do you get into a car when you're that fucked up? It's astounding.
Amazing. Maybe blacked out or something.
Maybe.
They'll use the I was blacked out excuse.
That never works.
No
one's ever gotten out of jail by being in a blackout.
Yeah.
Never.
Kennedy got off for that Ambien thing.
Really?
And yeah.
That's done.
Yeah, that was a done deal.
Wow. No kidding.
Yeah. They said, nope. No problem. We agree with you.
That she mixed up her pills.
You mixed up your little pills.
But she's a Kennedy.
Yeah.
We know what happened. She's a Kennedy.
That's what people are saying, too.
Well, they don't have a good track record, those Kennedys.
They have a good track record of getting off the hook.
Well,
except for that one skickhole guy.
They could get the best lawyers, and they got a lot of dough.
Yeah.
I really believe that does help you in a case.
Oh, certainly does.
Wow, they let her go.
Yep.
What was the story? She took an Ambien before she left the house and
thought she was taking some
pulled
other
over.
Medication.
Right.
And,
she didn't hurt anybody, right? Or crash her car?
Well, she crashed.
She did?
Yeah, she hit sideswiped some vehicle. Mm-hmm. And said she was completely, passed out. Didn't even know. Took that Ambien. But, I took it by accident. And the prosecution's whole case was, well, it doesn't matter if you took it by accident or not. The second you realized you were kind of intoxicated on anything, you should have stopped driving. And she's like, I don't even remember doing that.
Yeah, but there's got to be some accountability.
Apparently not.
In the end, she was on Ambien.
Not
driving.
for a Kennedy.
Yeah, it's rare that they get off for things.
Yeah, huh?
Wow.
Even Skakel's out of jail on a pending appeal.
Skakel. That's the old golf club guy?
Yeah. He's suing Nancy Grace, too.
Is he really?
Oh, yeah, for a lot of money. And it looks like she's in trouble.
Oh, man.
She's in Dutch.
Apparently, I'm paraphrasing, but I think her show said something about how there was DNA evidence found at the scene.
Oh, and there wasn't?
And there was none.
Oh, boy.
So the judge ruled against their motion to dismiss because they were saying, well, you're not liable, you can't be liable or whatever, or whatever the word is, if he's already convicted of murder. And it's like, that's not true.
Huh.
Yeah, you can't throw on a bunch of fake facts.
You get Piggy Girl.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, courtroom cunt hashtag. Nice.
Yeah, sued Piggy.
I think it sucks that you mixed up your medication, but you should be accountable for that. Don't you think? No?
Well, it's what if it's one of those what they call honest mistakes? What if she actually did grab a pill, thought it was for her thyroid or something, and popped an Ambien, she's driving, and then all of a sudden you wake up and they tell you what happened.
Well,
and you're like, holy fuck, what?
Let's add to the equation she kills people while she did that. She would still be let off the hook because she'd made a mistake at home?
I guess, yeah.
Wow.
Now, there could be some accountability on the fact that, like, if you take Ambien, perhaps you should keep it in a bottle that doesn't look anything like the other medicine bottles, or
I don't know. If you're on
locked up,
if you're on prescription pills, I think you got to have some responsibility.
Absolutely.
There.
Yeah, you can't say that because
you got to have some kind of awareness. Like, oh boy, I better not mix up these pills.
That Ambien's some crazy ass shit.
It really is.
You could take it and then decide to go driving too. Like, you know, what I mean? She could say, I didn't know I took it, or maybe she took it and then just say, because Ambien makes you do crazy shit.
Right.
Yeah. So there was a congressman that got off the hook a few years back for the same thing. He was driving, they pulled him over, he was weaving all over the place, acted like he was drunk, and said, no, it was Ambien. Took it, I didn't even know, he was home, took it to go to sleep, went to bed, and then the next thing he knows, he's in jail.
Wow.
Like he got up, got into his car, drove.
That's scary.
Without any knowledge that he was doing any of this. And I guess the jury believed him, too, because they let him off.
He's probably telling the truth. I mean, you can do stuff in those, like, Ambien blackouts. People make phone calls they don't remember.
There's that reasonable doubt part of it, because there are documented cases. So if you present the jury with those things and say that it happened to me, a jury's got to look and go, you know what? We got to kind of go with his story on this one.
Right. Let's say hi to Josh in Boston. Josh.
I'm not going to believe anything he says, because I know.
Anyone that's teasing the entire city of Boston. See, it's Josh in Boston.
You said that all the Kennedys got off except that Skakel guy.
Yeah.
He actually has a new trial coming up, so he's probably going to get off too.
He might, yeah. He's out now, but I guess his new trial is starting. And what got him out? Like, what was the counsel wasn't good enough?
Yeah, it was one of those technicalities.
Hey, my wife takes Ambien, and
hate that family.
I've woken up to her blowing me, not even knowing it. I've woken up to her cleaning the whole house, woke up to a spotless house and went, what the fuck happened?
Turns into the perfect wife.
Exactly. What else does she do? Make cookies and clean the toilet? This is the God pill. Holy shit. Sometimes she'll take an Ambien when the game's on, not say a word. She'll cheer for my team and blow me up. She used my ass during the commercials.
Yeah, why are you complaining? I would be giving her Ambien every single day.
Yeah.
Just push those Ambiens in those donuts.
Yeah, I'd crush them up like sugar. Go ahead, put them on your cornflakes.
Right.
But yeah, it's some crazy shit, so I don't doubt it happened. You know, the shit people do. I've seen it firsthand, so.
It is amazing that it's still available if this is what's happening.
It's legal.
Yeah.
Well, now that everyone has stories about Ambien on the phones. Thank you, sir. Let's go to Chris the teacher, a regular to the O&A show on Long Island. What's up, Chris? Hey.
Good morning. I read Doc Gooden's biography because of I think one of your best interviews ever. I think it's around this time last year.
Was it a year ago already?
It was great.
Wow.
Yeah, great book, man. Thank you for the recommendation.
Cool.
He had the same problem with the Ambien. Now he has a little bit of a track record, but he blamed Ambien for one of his driving under the influence stops when he had his kids in the car. He ended up on somebody's lawn. And can I ask Professor Anthony a question?
Oh, boy. Yes, sir.
No, it's legit.
It's early.
I believe your theory on pilot suicide. I really do. I think that what's the point of turning off the transponder? You think it's for insurance?
Yeah. It could have also been because that was the moment that there was some kind of catastrophic problem.
Right.
That's what they're saying, too, like cracks around the antenna that transmits the transponder signal. You know, it could be.
You mean the antenna could have got blown off?
Yeah.
Seems like the pilot was a happy-go-lucky guy, though.
Yeah, he didn't seem to be a guy that...
He had broads in the cockpit. He had a flight simulator at his apartment. He just loved flying. He looked happy in those videos and those pictures they showed.
Yeah, but Jimmy looks happy, too, but we all know what he goes home to every night. I say that with love.
Maybe it was the co-pilot. Maybe the co-pilot fucking clocked him in the head with something and put that thing in a dive.
Man.
Who knows?
All right, I'm punching out, boys. Be good.
All right. I don't know.
Until they find it, what are you going to do? Speculation.
Let's go to Bill in Florida. Bill.
Hey, guys.
Hello, Bell.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, so I just wanted to throw an Ambien story out there. A few years ago, I took one and went to sleep, and I woke up and I was in the emergency room with an IV. And I had no recollection of what had happened. And apparently, when I finally got the information, I had hit someone in front of me. I rear-ended them, and they drove and rear-ended into the person in front of them, too. And I don't remember a second of it.
Do you remember driving on Ambien?
No.
Nothing.
The last thing I remember, man, is putting my head on the pillow, and that was it. The cop told me that I had brought a book with me, and I told him that I was going to read somewhere. And he also said that I had a few beers, and I told him that. But when they checked me, I had no beer or drugs in my system.
Except the Ambien.
And the last thing you remember is putting your head on the pillow?
Yep.
This is nuts.
Yeah, it was nuts, man. I don't remember a thing. Thankfully, nobody got hurt, and I just had a DUI. It wasn't anything more major, but yeah, it's a true story.
How was the book?
Not worth that.
What happened to the book? How many chapters did you read while driving?
How important is a bookmark?
All right, guys. Thanks. Have a good one, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you too, Bill.
There's this story about the guy who fucking Tyson Beckford's nephew who goes like fucked up at that party and stole. He was like out. He was being obnoxious and he stole a truck and drove into an MTA bus and killed somebody.
Oh man!
And he was in court, I guess, yesterday. And they've upgraded his charges to. The indictment included murder, felony murder, aggravated vehicular homicide, vehicular manslaughter, and assault. He's facing life. I'm not saying he shouldn't, but he's at a party, having fun, probably in a blackout. Obnoxious asshole walks home. He steals a delivery truck, like one of those things that you never do sober, and fucking just plows into a bus and kills a guy.
Oh man!
So that guy's dead. And then you like come out of it and go, the rest of my life I'm fucking done.
Yeah, that's it. Done.
He's 23.
Whew. That's damn.
Isn't it fucking amazing how fast you can fuck everything up in like a 10-minute spot or whatever? Your whole life is ruined.
Them wacky little crossroads.
Yeah, right?
Like
if he had just gotten into a cab, or maybe if he had just not grabbed one ass at that party and gotten thrown out, he would have puked and made it. Who knows? And this guy would be alive.
Yeah.
Jet may have gone 2,200 miles off course is now the latest. And the Malaysians are denying that there were signals coming from the engines. Those are that's the latest right now as we see it.
How would they say may have gone 2,200 miles unless that was just the amount of fuel they had? They might be speculating just because that's how much fuel they had when they took off.
Airborne for hours. Plane in Pakistan, engine data. Jet may have flown 5 hours.
This is all speculation.
They just put in a question mark, that's all.
Yeah, they put
plane on moon?
Right.
Yes.
Plane taken by aliens?
We're okay. Question mark.
Plane found with giant Yankee hat?
Yeah.
What? No.
That'd be interesting.
I'm just happy to say that the aliens thing is still on the table.
Still a viable
still on the table.
Scenario. Yeah.
I got a little bummed yesterday when I saw that satellite image. I'm like, oh man, there goes the alien.
Yep.
There goes the aliens theory. Still on the table, boys.
Yeah.
A sinister plot. Missing jet diverted for a different use.
Oh, boy.
Wow, Fox is going with that.
No, it's not a sinister plot. It's a sinister plot.
How 229 people or 39 people can just vanish.
But do we know that the
And the one thing what I did think
water is where they vanished.
Is the Chinese have a lot of resources as the recovery of what was left of the plane, because they showed us some aerial shots and it looked like it could actually be plane wreckage. They got there, it wasn't it. We also heard 2 days ago that the left turn that the plane allegedly made, well, they did make it. Then by the end of the day, they said, I don't know where you think that story came from. We didn't do that. And by the way, here's some of those aerial shots that we were looking at yesterday.
And those were taken on Sunday, and by the time they got there
it doesn't
Wednesday,
look like plane
wreckage. They sank or they simply drifted way off.
A lot of the experts said it didn't look like plane wreckage right away. Right. They said the pieces were too big. So what is he saying? It looked like plane wreckage. It was a very blurry satellite image, and they did some measurements and said these pieces are too big. A lot of the experts said that immediately. But then they were still holding out hope.
Every news channel has a different bunch of talking heads that give different fucking opinions.
MSNBC is blaming Bush.
Yeah.
So,
just a weird weird story.
Imagine if that plane never turns up. Like, we'll know it probably disappeared in the ocean, but
yeah,
for that to happen in 2014, a modern 777 to take off,
it's got to be almost impossible. It has to be.
Yeah, that Air France plane off of Brazil, that was gone for a while. But
Right.
they did find it, but then it took a long time for them to actually get to it. It was in really deep water, and it took a long time to get to it. But for this, without anything.
Well, they kind of knew what happened. They knew something in the storm. It went down. Like, there was no doubt that plane just crashed.
Yep. Yeah. This guy didn't run into any weather or anything.
Yeah.
No distress signal had been sent.
Didn't they find the bodies and stuff recently, like on an underwater mountain? Like, that's where they found a lot of that stuff, for the Air France flight.
Really? Wow.
What a shitty way to go. Falling.
You don't want to fall.
No, for a long time.
Let's say hi to Jason in Boston. Jason.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Pretty good, Jason.
Hi.
Hey, so I'm calling about Ambien. I've been taking the Ambien for about 2 years, man, and I'll tell you, this shit is a fucking godsend. I wouldn't sleep for like 2-3 days straight. You know, I'm still really kind of out of it, but I'm like functional for the first time in maybe 10 years. I haven't done any crazy shit, but I do have a habit of like eating random stuff from the fridge. So, like, I'll get up in the morning, my wife will go to make her sandwich for work, and she's like, yeah, there was a half a pound of cheese in here yesterday. What happened? I'm like,
Half a pound, huh?
Half a pound?
Yeah. Or like half a pound of pastrami, a jar of pickles.
Oh my God! Must be a joy. That toilet in your house must be a real treat after a half pound of cheese.
Oh God!
Oh God!
You're saying that it will bind you up pretty good.
Oh my God! Play-Doh Fun Factory out of his bunghole.
Or when it finally plinks out as hard as a rock. You're struggling and struggling, and a little fucking granite fist falls out. Youcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she hates grocery shopping because she knows I'm going to, like, eat everything in, like, 3 days and have absolutely no memory when it happens.
That Ambien. Wow.
I don't know. Some people swear by it as far as sleep goes.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, it's awesome, though, man. I mean, 2 years, it's really helped me a good deal. I know a lot of people talk shit about it, but it's really been pretty good for me. Hey, I got to get to work, guys. I'll punch out.
You just talked shit about it. He's like, I know a lot of people talk shit about it, but I woke up and ate a fucking half pound of cheese.
Got a big star on the line.
Big star.
Colin Quinn.
Hi, guys.
Oh, hi, Colin.
Hey, Col.
Guys.
What are we doing wrong today, Colin?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I liked Colin.
Let's not make this our overriding narrative every time.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah, maybe Colin's just calling in as a fan of the show to contribute. What do you got on the plane crash, Col?
Nothing on the plane crash, guys. I'm calling in to contribute. It is something you're doing slightly wrong. Instead of just criticizing Diana, I'm putting out maybe you guys hire her to get her pad up her resume as like a cute intern for a few months, like a Mad Men type situation.
This lady dies should be an intern on our show.
Yes.
It's not a bad idea.
Oh,
no, it's a terrible idea.
It's a great idea. She could be a paid intern.
A paid intern
for the spring. I like this idea. I really do.
Thank you.
Oh, could you imagine her having to go get stuff?
How long could we last with her as a paid intern?
Oh, she'd be terrible.
Till 8:15.
Put her on the phones. Think of the calls.
Hi, how are you?
How are you? What do you want to talk about?
Well, she wearing like cute little like outfits, like late, like mid-60s kind of outfits.
Mid-60s, like groovy chicks from London outfits.
you know, Gal Friday type thing.
Yeah,
like a Pan Am stewardess.
Yes, exactly.
I like the idea.
Thanks.
Can we get some money from the? Oh, that's right. We don't have a budget.
Well, who's going to pay her?
Oh, that's right.
What's that?
Oh.
Could she be an intern for a month, Sam? First of all, she won't show up half the time.
That's true. She'll be all hungover.
Her problem, the reason she can't get hired, the dollar store, is because she has no job experience. She has that gap in her resume. So if you hired her,
yeah. People wonder if she was doing time. It's crazy. Hey, Carl, I like your tweets about the regular people.
Oh, yeah.
That was very good. Carl,
Reach out to the fans.
he likes getting out there and mingling with the regular people,
Yeah.
Kind of keeps them grounded.
I like to reach down to the fans once in a while.
Reach down, man.
Do you know how enraging it is when you refer to everyone as team?
Team. Yeah.
Hey, team. Oh, I want to fucking step on my phone.
There's such great tweets, man. Oh, God.
Where are you?
I just love the. I'm in my house right now.
Okay.
Oh.
I just love the idea of. I just got this vision yesterday of Diana. I've been meditating and stuff lately, and I got this vision of Diana in like a little '60s outfit, running around this thing, doing her,
Oh, that would be great.
Just helping out.
Mad Men thing with you guys.
Right, like Mad Men.
I love it.
Obviously, but
let's
hopefully nothing gets.
Can we call up Lady Di and see if she would be interested in being our intern for a month?
And I think the important thing is how you're saying meditation is fairly worthless.
Yeah,
if that's the conclusion that you come to. I'm looking for some peace and spirituality, and you just think of that pig running around in a short skirt.
I do like it. Imagine Lady Di pulling out a little pad, and then she takes some greasy pin out of her hair because that fucking oil slick on her head.
What do you need?
What do you want? Oh yeah.
Why don't you come in, Carl?
I can't.
I can't.
I got to go up. I'll come in Monday. Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
So let's get Lady Di on the phone. Let's play this out a little bit.
She hasn't risen to the morning yet.
Oh, she hasn't.
Almost.
That Natty Ices are calling, so it'll be soon.
Exactly.
She's probably up doing calisthenics.
Oh, sure.
She couldn't get to her phone. She's doing her morning exercise routine.
She's probably tuckered out from looking for a job yesterday
at the dollar store
with the monkeys playing.
She may have some secret, typing skills that we don't know about.
Maybe, huh?
Typing.
What year is this? Steno pool.
Right.
Hey, do you like the meditation?
Yeah, it's all right.
Is it helping?
Well, it came up with a great idea yesterday.
Yeah, that was. But does it make you feel better?
So you're supposed to push those visions and thoughts down.
Yeah.
You know that, Carl. That's what meditation's all about. You allow them to happen, but don't go with them.
No, it's supposed to be just the opposite way. You're supposed to let every thought come out.
True. But you're not supposed to focus on them too much.
I've been meditating for like a couple of years, and the only great thought I've come up with is that one yesterday. Diana.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
That's what I've come up with.
It's a good one, though.
Fuck yeah.
Sure. I'm playing this out. We're going to get her on the phone in about an hour, and we're going to try to make this work.
See if she can do it.
But she's going to have all sorts of problems with this as we try to help her.
What kind of daily rate would she require?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Well, it'll be up to her. We'll ask her.
Yeah.
She's got to be reasonable. She'll be a paid intern.
I'll take minimum wage. I'll take minimum wage.
Oh, you think she's going to say that?
Yeah, she probably would.
Yeah.
She's got a low self-worth thing going.
Imagine she played hardball. She wanted real money and benefits.
Yeah. I want bonus. She's a treat, isn't she? Just a treasure. She's a treasure.
We got to put her on our list. American treasures.
Yeah, American treasures.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
She is. She's the positivity.
Now,
she is.
Like really.
Now,
yeah.
I'm sorry, Colin. People are going with your idea already. They want us to start a Kickstarter to raise the money for Lady Di's salary.
Oh yeah, I'm in for sure.
So that's how we could get the money. Could you put you can put a limit on how much money you need from Kickstarter, right?
Sure.
Because we don't want her to get too rich from this.
Oh no.
No, she won't show up.
Right. Exactly.
She's got to show up every day.
If she shows up every day, she gets a nice crisp $100 bill.
Wow.
Per day?
Per day. If we could raise it from Kickstarter, of course.
$100 a day.
That's huge.
That's like what Mannix used to make plus expenses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like Peggy, Mannix's secretary.
Right. Yes.
Wow.
Peggy. That's great.
It's gonna be good.
Mannix.
All right, Colin, our food's here, so we're going to break.
The best part about this is it's going to make Norton sick every day.
Yeah, I'll be honest. It won't be well received by me, but I'll fucking...
Well, we'll call her and see if she's at least interested.
Yeah.
So.
All right, guys.
Thank you, Colin.
See you, sweetie.
Thank you.
I like the positive phone call today. This was nice.
I know, yeah.
This was very nice.
I'd rather have him criticize fucking so much than call him with this awful idea.
This guy has us all on guard all of a sudden.
know.
Who is he? Thanks, Colin.
Bye, guys.
Whatever.
Colin Quinn.
Hey, team. Oh,
Team. Ugh, someone's a fucking member of the team.
He put regular, it's always good to hang around with the regulars, and he put them in quotation, regulars, and they posted like a picture of some construction workers. And like, oh, these guys. Yeah, I like talking to these guys.
There's obviously a fence between them, too, in the picture.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not hanging out with them.
No.
Hey, team. His quotes are funny.
I love
Puts everything in quotes, and by this I mean in life.
Yeah, it's dumb quotes.
So now we got to call Lady Di. We'll do that hopefully soon. As soon as she wakes up, we'll have her on the air.
At the crack of natty ice.
That's right. And, we need that cat call from yesterday.
Yeah,
I never got to
right.
it. So.
What?
But guy calls 911 over a cat.
Guy who's a fucking asshole to go in there and just drop kick the thing.
I don't know, man. Cats can be scary. You know that.
Yeah, they are.
I've heard the stories over the years. They can be downright scary.
They start making those noises.
We'll try to do that next. Stay there. Opie and Anthony. What's going on, guys?
Whoa. Listen to this.
I like this. Pastor claims Frozen is what? A gay movie or something? Really? I saw Frozen. What was gay about that movie? One so
watch
far.
it a bunch now?
No, it's not on DVD yet.
Travis is in Frozen hell, I guess.
Oh, really?
I think I've seen that movie more than any other movie I've ever seen.
Wow.
Wow,
every day.
You're spending a lot of money going to the movie theater every day.
Oh.
Yes.
That's got to be adding up after a while.
Mm-hmm. Movie theater.
So what's the deal with this Frozen movie there, Sam Roberts? Why is it a gay movie? Some saying the gayest movie ever.
Also promotes bestiality.
Yeah, it's promoting the gay agenda.
What's
the gay agenda?
Yes.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Let's
There's
see.
gay undertones.
Undertones?
Undertones.
How about this? They've never actually seen Frozen.
Ah.
But Generation's radio co-hosts, it's radio guys saying this?
Yes, like conservative radio people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are concerned about the Disney flick that grossed $1 billion worldwide since its release in November. They argue that the animated musical featuring the voice talents of Kristen blah, 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 indoctrinates homosexuality and bestiality.
Nice.
The movie Frozen
now I want to see
promotes homosexuality.
Absolutely.
And bestiality.
I couldn't agree more.
Like that. What is she? Is the princess fucking some animal?
No, but there's a guy in the movie, and his best friend is a reindeer.
That's right. And they're gay, and they have sex together?
Apparently. I
That's
mean,
the implication for sure.
I don't know if that's a deleted scene, but...
You've seen it a few times, Travis. Have you noticed a gay
It didn't make me want to have sex with animals more than before I watched it.
Okay.
It's Josh Gad, does the voice of the snowman. And he's terrific.
I agree.
Yeah. Friends, this is evil, just evil, ranted Swanson, who's a pastor.
Swanson, I want to go over there.
While feminists have praised the movie for not succumbing to the princess meets prince archetype, Swanson believes the House of Mouse is secretly trying to push its left-wing agenda on the masses.
Ah.
Man, how many children are taken into these things, and how many Christians are taking their kids off to see the movie Frozen, produced by an organization that is probably one of the most pro-homosexual organizations in the country?
This is where the right just loses droves.
No, they don't. I think these guys 100% right.
Okay.
These are your boys, Ann.
My boys.
This is what your boys are saying.
I have so many boys. I didn't even realize.
Isolate that.
Yeah, did you wonder sometimes if maybe there's something very evil happening here?
Evil.
If I was the devil, what would I do to really foul up an entire social system and do something really, really, really evil to 5, 6, and 7-year-olds
who's the gay
and Christian families around America? Swanson then answered his own question, saying, if I was the devil, I would buy Disney in 1984. That's what I would have done. This is just nonsense, right?
Devil.
No, this guy's right. That's what the devil would do. He'd buy Disney.
Yes. Are they shock jocks? This sounds like shock jockery.
Then he would start making all these nice little movies that throw little things in there and make sin look enticing. In fact, some of the worst of sins make it look enticing, or at least to start to indoctrinate slowly. Turn the heat up on the frog in the pan.
See? Very slowly. Turn that heat up.
Right.
The men argue that Groff's character, Kristoff, has an unnatural relationship with his animal Sven.
Yep.
Swanson noted that the Walt Disney Company altogether is leading the charge to the sewers of Sodom.
They do like a good gay.
Absolutely.
Disney.
Terrible organization.
Oh, boy,
They're
love
sinful.
it. Sinful. Don't they have Gay Day at Disney?
Yes.
Where everyone wears it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Promoting it. Making people gay.
Everyone wear.
They make people homosexuals.
Right.
Disney is a creator of homosexuals, and if I was the devil, I would probably go to the Disney theme park one day just to see.
Just to check it out.
Yeah, I'd wear my Mickey ears over my devil horn so nobody knew it was me. And then I'd purchase Disney.
It's very obvious, though, with your cloven hooves.
Yeah.
Trying to get on the ride with your cloven hooves.
Exactly. No one would like him in the board meetings. The new boss is a bummer. Half man, half horse, or whatever he is, with his dumb feet, and smells like smoke all the time.
His pitchfork.
Yeah. Every time I walk in with my crucifix, he boos.
I wonder if people think, I think the cute movie's going to indoctrinate my 5-year-old to be a lesbian or treat homosexuality or bestiality in a light sort of way, Swanson said. I wonder if the average parent going to see Frozen is thinking that way. I wonder if they are just walking in and saying, yeah, let's get my 4-year-old and 7-year-old indoctrinated early.
Yeah, I say that.
Oh, no, Uncle Paul.
They're not. I think for the most part they're oblivious. Maybe they do pick up on pieces of it, but they just don't get up and walk out. So what? There's some gay undertones, and that's turning...
I mean, that's what they're saying.
Turning kids into the gay lifestyle.
And bestiality.
Yeah.
Because the devil makes it.
You could say that about any cartoon. If that's the way you're interpreting things, then perhaps you're the one with the problem.
Well, I don't think so. I think Disney's put it out there.
Disney put it out there on purpose?
Because they like bestiality as well as homosexuality.
Oh, do they?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Promoting it.
Bugs Bunny in a dress.
That's true. Bugs Bunny wearing a dress.
Right.
He looked good in a dress, though.
What guy doesn't?
Gussied himself up.
This guy's going to explain the gay agenda in Disney.
Dad?
I didn't know we had an expert on the line.
Love it.
What's up, Chad?
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey.
Hi, Walt.
So in Frozen, the main character, Adele Dazeem, who sings the top.
Adele
Let It
Dazeem.
Go. Yeah, she the song it talks about how she's not going to hide herself anymore, how she's going to be herself, and that can kind of be seen as a
absolutely
gay undertone. Yeah.
If you're trying to assert and be who you are, you're a queer. This guy's 100% right.
I guess so.
Yeah, one of the characters like pretty much stays in her room for a really long time. Yeah.
Is that like being in
and
the
then she
closet?
finally, I guess, and then she finally bursts out and says, "I'm going to let it go,
Oh, boy.
let it go,
You know,
time to live." Right.
Yeah, her power is very apparent, and so that's sort of like, oh, you're obviously gay in that undertone.
Disney means gay. We need gay dollars.
All right.
Assholes are going to stay open.
Yeah, Disney has a lot of songs that can be seen from other musical movies that can be seen as dual and embraced by the gay community as their songs.
Right.
I think they're fabulous. Quite frankly.
They are. Thank you very much, guys. Love you guys.
Okay.
Of course you do.
And don't all Disney movies, yeah, that's a very good point there. They promote bestiality, like every one of them. There's, I think there's one called Beauty and the Beast. For the love of Christ. Yeah. What are you talking about?
That's right.
Well,
Love of the Beast.
Yeah, that's the number one.
Absolutely.
As far as bestiality goes.
For Little Mermaid.
You bet it is.
It's half a fucking animal.
Yep.
And that lower half is the fish part.
As it is.
What
All
does
all
that
women.
mean?
Where's the vagina?
Yeah. Exactly.
If you got one leg, one fishy leg, where's the vagina?
Exactly.
How do you pry that open?
Exactly. You just got to put it right in her little hiney. Right in her mermaid shitter. Green duty on your helmet. Fucking fishy logs on you.
And when they sang Under the Sea, they just meant the letter C. Balls on your fucking nose. You're under the sea. I'm under his sea.
Maybe people were onto him with the Beauty and the Beast, and now it's like a little more subtle.
Yeah?
Yeah, they had to back off a little bit. Let's go to Doug in Syracuse. Doug.
Yeah, I just actually had to sit through that Frozen movie like 2 days ago with my girlfriend. No, it's totally about lesbians.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, completely. It's just basically one girl's journey into lesbianism. It was hilarious.
Wow.
Good.
I thought I was the only person who noticed that until you read about that guy. The bestiality thing, I don't know where the hell he's getting that from. But
No, it was just one big, like, I can do it on my own. I don't need no man.
Is there that subtle scene where she takes a knife and fork to the carpet and just starts eating it? Why is she doing that?
Exactly, where she puts on a diving outfit and finds a muff.
Yeah. Very subtle.
Yeah. Or all of a sudden she's stopping water from passing.
Yes, sir. I guess it's I never see hidden meaning in anything.
Right.
I'm terrible. I'd be horrible in those film classes where you're supposed to go, oh, that represents this.
That's why he shot
I am
that
a
way.
face value motherfucker.
I never get poems. Do you ever get poems?
No!
What's it trying to say? It's saying that the roses are red and the violets are a different color.
Yes.
Who cares if the violets are blue?
No.
Exactly.
Sugar sweet.
Doug, you were talking about another song
my meat.
in Frozen, or?
There's the big song in the movies where the main girl, the princess, becomes all evil and magical.
Oh.
And the whole stupid thing is basically her being like, nothing bothers me. And I was like, this is really gay.
It's the hidden track.
Really
Let's scissor till our clits fall off.
Yeah. They only eat at a clam bar. They all go to the Y.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, all right. I wouldn't have. And the thing is, I will never see this movie.
I wasn't going to, now I will.
It's not a movie that there are some movies that you'll see even though you're not a parent.
No, as far as animations go, this one was it's well done.
Yeah, but
Josh Gad is hilarious.
There are other ones like Monsters Inc. is one that you could watch as an adult and be like, all right, that was pretty good.
Right.
But this seems like Princess fucking get the fuck.
I watched none of them.
Like I'm not gonna watch Rapunzel, anything like that.
Yeah.
But you know, The Lion King, I watched that.
Cartoons.
Yeah, but you know.
It's better than going to a romance comedy with the girlfriend. It's
That is true.
that.
Oh, good old rom-com, standing back to back on the cover of the fucking movie.
Like what, Chariots of Fire?
Through the worst one of these than goddamn anything like any of those just regular chick flicks. Just ugh.
All right, buddy, we're gonna move on. Ree, Long Island, what's up?
Hey, gentlemen, how are you doing?
Good.
Well.
That last caller was such an asshole.
I like that.
It's not really about that. They're sisters. She's trying to hide it. But, the original point I was going to make was, Princess and the Frog. You had two frogs in love with each other. You have Beauty and the Beast, you mentioned. Like, even Sleeping Beauty, Prince Philip was buddies with his horse, so...
B-U-T-T-I-E-S?
Butties, until the friends didn't hold the cock back and he ripped his insides out.
Exactly, he was in Seattle and he had died of a perforated colon outside the emergency room.
Good way to turn it around, yes.
Yes.
But to consider and to imply that Elsa the princess is a lesbian is just ridiculous. She's
yeah.
All right, guys, have a great day. I'll talk to you later.
All right, they're trying a little too hard.
There's a caller trying to indoctrinate more children.
Absolutely.
John in Staten Island has something on this. John.
Hi, Jay.
What's up, guys?
Yo. Hey, man.
There's years and years ago, my friend showed me on the box set of The Little Mermaid. If you take a look at the castle, one of the towers is drawn like a huge cock in the middle of the tower.
Cock.
What?
I remember.
Yep.
It's well, I Instagrammed one recently. Beauty and the Beast has a big.
Beauty and the Beast got a big cock,
big dick,
big dick on the cover.
Yes.
They're always a little. They're always a little vague, aren't they?
Well,
it says sex.
There's the big dick. Where's that now?
Just Google it. I mean, everybody's seen it.
Google it. It really is.
Just Google it. You think these people should relax with the subliminal dicks?
Yeah. I mean...
Here. That's the one I Instagrammed recently.
Oh, wow. That's a big dick.
Yeah. He's holding his big dick.
He's holding his big dick. What is that
I sent
from?
you that picture privately.
Huh? And the big rod on the minister in Little Mermaid.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
We've all seen them.
Yeah, that's done on purpose, obviously.
Yeah.
You got some animators that are a bit bored and they're kind of showing off for their friends.
Like, hey, look what I put in
Knowing
there.
most people will never notice it until you know, social media took off and now you could
Walt used to
exploit all
like
this
that.
stuff.
He'd draw the Jewish stars on the chests of cartoon Jewish people and send them off. Walt was an anti-Semite.
He certainly was. I don't think they addressed that in the new Tom Hanks role, do they?
No, huh?
No, I don't
Seems to be a nice, happy, up movie they were trying to make there.
Right.
But everyone knows that Walt was, oof, boy, did he have a dislike of the Jews. Yes, sirree, Bob.
They didn't even show him smoking in that movie.
Really?
Yeah, because Disney's got a no smoking in movies
Walt
policy.
was a big...
Oh, my, Disney annoys me.
But Walt was a huge smoker.
Yeah.
God almighty.
And now Disney is all about pole smoking.
Well,
see?
And animal fucking.
They don't ban that.
No smoking in movies?
No, I mean, but it's Disney. What do you expect?
I expect cigarettes. In every cartoon.
Let's go to Lori in New Jersey. Lori.
Hey guys, how are you?
All right, what's going on?
Much better now.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I feel much better. So listen, I'm an English teacher and I'm a mother.
Boo!
Yeah.
English.
And
What do you learn, kids?
Oh, please. So I have a 16-year-old, but then I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. And I was a slut in high school. No, I'm kidding. Second marriage. So my issue is, even with my 16-year-old, I hated those princess movies because I felt like the message was always, oh, you got to wait for your prince to come and everything will be better. And I like this movie because it's basically just empowering girls, being like, just do it on your own. There's nothing gay about
No, I
it.
really hate it.
Yeah.
There is a difference between, like, it sounds like the movie's message is that women can be independent.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of dudes are like, what is she, a dyke?
She's a dyke, then.
Doesn't mean you're a lesbian.
So it's supposed to show that you don't necessarily need the prince to ride in on the white horse. And
No, you do.
Doesn't mean you eat
but
box,
then we all know that's
You
the truth.
You could do it all on your
know
own.
that that's a complete fallacy.
Yeah.
But then she's gonna be bossy though.
Yeah, she's bossy.
We don't say that.
She's gonna be bossy,
I had a
man.
conversation the other day. That was the worst. Worst.
We were that
'Cause, you know,
bad.
like, this is coming from a woman who's always been told that she has a strong personality.
Oh, you're a bitch.
I'm a bitch, right?
Then you're a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, life goes on. You guys are great. I love you. I hate
course.
listening to you on the way home. No, your program director needs to change things around.
Oh, yeah?
I think we're doing all
I
right.
hear you coming and going. I don't want to turn on
Nice.
to another station.
No, we're fine for now. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you. I
bye, guys.
appreciate it. All right,
Have a good day.
let's say hi to Brandon in Boston. Brandon.
Yeah, there's actually a scene in Frozen where there is a male gay couple. The shop owner in the woods points to his family who's in the sauna, and there's a big gayish gentleman inside with a bunch of kids.
He has the gay face.
Yeah.
He has the gay face.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I guess.
And then in relation to the bestiality, in the song Fixer Upper with the rock people, they actually state in the song how his relationship with his reindeer is a little questionable.
Do you realize
So that's
how
where-
gay you sound describing this, sir?
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous. I'm sorry.
No need to be nervous, sir.
It's like, oh, and then in the big song and dance number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a 4-year-old who's seen it every day. So
All right. You fucking had sex.
Yeah,
We
you
understand.
big bragger.
What a guy.
Thank you, sir. Let's go to Sean in Wilkes-Barre. Sean.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to comment on the Lego movie.
Yes.
The Lego movie certainly has some gay in it. It's got buttery beats all throughout it.
Yeah.
It's got rainbows left and right. And there was one scene where one of our favorite minorities out of Star Wars, Lando Calrissian and Batman, almost Lando Calrissian hit it. He kind of likes Batman.
I think Legos are extremely. I think. Thank you. I think Legos are extremely anti-gay because it shows that you can't put them together with two of the penis ends or two of the vagina ends. You need a penis Lego to go into vagina
Or
Lego.
an anus. The penis could be into an anus.
But they do apparently promote fucking Gangbangs and orgies, because it's a lot of penises going to a lot of vaginas.
That's right. They mix the colors. I don't like that.
That I don't like either. I like pure white Legos.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Or black Legos. But you cannot mix them, or you're going to get mulata mongrel Legos.
All Legos will be destroyed.
Let's say hi to Don in Port Jeff. This is a hot topic. We're in the middle of a hot topic.
Yes.
Don, what do you got?
All right. I think it promotes jerking off more than it does.
Why? Oh, okay.
No.
Because I was watching that Tangle movie, the Rapunzel movie,
Yeah.
with my kid who's around 5, 6, and there's a scene where they're about to.
You know how old your kid is?
Yeah. My kid's about 5, 6.
Yeah. Which is it? He's yours.
One of those two, and he was watching the scene where they make out under the stars, and he turns to me and he says, "I think my penis moved." So I said, "Well, we're gonna have to have this little chit chat about how you gotta take care of that." And,
yeah, those are the moments.
I think my penis moved, and you said, "I'll stop flicking my tongue."
Jesus. No, you should have said, where did it move to a better neighborhood or something?
That is a good one, though, Chip.
No, it's not.
Home run.
Home run.
All right.
I'm insinuating horrible things. Yes.
You don't have to explain.
Oh, I won't.
Okay. Aaron in Atlanta. Aaron.
What's up, boys? How you doing?
Girly name.
Is it Aaron?
Jewy, too. It's actually very Jewy, too.
Aaron?
Yeah.
That's a terrible name. No, Aaron. Aaron is very Jewy, right?
Are you Aaron or Aaron?
Yeah. It's Aaron.
Okay.
Oh, see, it's spelled Aaron.
On our phones.
Oh, man.
Sorry. What do you got to add to this?
Damn.
Well, I wanted to tell you that to really get the essence of the movie, Anthony, you don't even need to watch it. Just Google the honest trailer for Frozen. It's something that just came out this week. Those guys that do those honest trailers with the fake voiceover, they did one for Frozen, and it is spot fucking on.
I don't know these honest trailers. There's
this
a lot of
one
them out there?
Oh, yeah, there's a pretty good handful of them out there. They're really good.
All right, we're checking it out. Stay on the line, but don't talk.
Yes.
From the studio that finally learned how to make Pixar movies and the songwriting duo behind Hasadiga Iwawai comes the feature-length music video for Let It Go, Frozen. It's been 3 years since the last Disney musical and 18 years since the last good Disney musical. Now the Big D is back and adjusted for inflation with 2 princesses, 2 goopy sidekicks, and 3 different orphans. Welcome to Arendelle, a magical-ish, Scandinavian-ish country that's been cursed with eternal winter, even though their main export is ice. Meet Elsa, a manic-depressive princess with a confusing set of powers, like snow blasting, dressmaking, castle building, and creating life.
You're alive?
I think so. They kind of gloss over that one. Fall in love with her adorable sister Anna, who spends 3 years of her adult life shut inside a castle, even though she could leave at any time.
I can't live like this anymore. Then leave.
And who could forget the completely unnecessary, unexplained, magical troll rocks? When disaster strikes, watch Anna save the day by teaming up with her sister, a merchant, a hot guy, and a snowman to defeat villains like her sister, a merchant, a hot guy, and a snowman. Experience a clever twist on past Disney films
if you watch
that
it
teaches
8,000
girls
times.
everywhere.
What do you think? Who cares? It's a child's movie.
Because
Right.
all men are disgusting loners, greedy murderers, or lying, manipulative, power-hungry sociopaths.
You won't get away with this.
I already have. Happy now, Jezebel? So gather the family and
Man.
sing along on a
No.
musical journey.
I would
that's
like
all
this
about
more
the soundtrack.
if it was,
featuring unforgettable
God,
songs.
oh my God, it's only
half over.
Yeah. I would like this
fail.
more if it
Fail.
was about a rom-com with real people in it. I don't,
Right.
It's a cartoon for kids.
Aaron, why is this good?
Well, if they touch on the bestiality thing coming up, sorry, guys, we get nervous.
That is a fail, a miserable fail right there,
I like
sir.
the idea, but
You turned us on to something. We actually went through with it, and we're sitting there going, this is not good.
You know, I actually take it as a compliment. You guys, as so many people get shot down, now I'm one of those people, and I love it.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
But you know how many people turned off our channel?
I know.
Just so you could love it.
And they actually, they touch on the bestiality thing.
Oh, boy, you stuttering, muttering little nervous Nelly.
Appropriate relationship.
Hamina, Ed Dalton.
What's that?
Oh, nothing. It's all good.
What's that?
The phones went completely dead because of you. Thank you.
Oh, man.
I love it. That's fucking great.
We had a hot topic going. We like when we get a hot topic.
Aaron, the segment ender.
Oh, my God.
Exactly. Thank you, Aaron.
Thanks for nothing. So Frozen's gay.
Frozen, yeah. It's
And
very, very
bestiality.
gay.
Have you seen it?
No. No, I
You
don't
don't
watch
have any
animated
kids?
movies. No.
I don't either.
If you have kids, then you got it.
You would have to, yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
But I would not. I have no interest in animated
Still trying?
movies.
None.
Still trying for them kids? Still dumping?
Well, I mean, I'm still sexually
Unencumbered?
active.
Still wearing a bag?
No.
Good.
Yeah. That'll happen any fucking time, right?
Did you pull out or no?
Who knows?
Not usually.
I
Oh,
bet
no.
Young, virile.
Virile, his fucking worthless sperm. It's curdled milk.
No, it's not. I have nice sperm.
You don't have nice sperm. Maybe it's nice. I'm sure it's flavorful, but certainly not potent.
Yeah.
No, I'm able to reproduce.
Yeah?
How do you know?
I know because I'm a virile man.
Have you
not a very-
taken any sperm tests?
No.
Exactly.
See, then you
And
don't
not the
know
goggle
anything.
test that you give yourself.
You could, you could have fucking little dead things swimming around. Not swimming around.
You lick your fingers afterwards, and you could tell.
Oh,
Why?
yeah.
Because
Your tongue tingles.
You could tell the movement.
You could feel him.
You could tell movement.
You could feel him wiggling down your throat.
Jesus.
it's like drinking those fucking guppies from the carnival.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Did you do the taste test on your finger to see if it's
No.
Is that all they have to do at the fucking fertility clinic?
That's what they do.
Okay, hold on. They dip in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Sam's shooting blanks.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
You've
you
been
are.
married for a while, and you've been fucking unencumbered,
He
and
dumps.
she's not pregnant.
But I haven't been fucking unencumbered since we got married.
I remember you pretbe much said that's it for the bag.
Wait, you were wearing bags once you got married?
No, but I was pulling out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Besides, you
Yeah.
fuck without a bag.
Oh my
He
God.
fucks men.
That's so fucking wrong.
I think you and Jim are both shooting blanks then, by your logic.
I hope you're right.
Yeah,
I've
right.
never wanted
I
you to be
hope I'm
right so bad in your life.
Please.
I can't wait till that's confirmed. No more pulling out. I'm barely getting it out now. Fuck, I could leave it in.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, you two guys don't want to have kids.
Second I feel the first tingle in my balls, I'm pulling out and drive down the street. That's what I do. I hop in my car.
They say the
I
pull-out
get away
method.
from her. See, I'm driving away.
Pull-out method is not effective, though. I think you're both shooting blanks.
It's very effective.
No, people get pregnant from pulling out all the time.
Well,
No, but they don't. People don't pull
I
out
bet they're
right.
like the last
Don't
minute.
you guys freak out? I mean, you both don't want to have kids, and you take such a chance.
Roe versus Wade.
Exactly. Thank God for that good egg. No, because I know how to pull out. Like guys who could get a girl pregnant, they're weak because they pull out and their dick is dripping like. It's like they're dragging a full vacuum bag along the rug and it's just leaking out.
All right, there's the answer.
I know how to
Fair
pull
enough.
out, man. My dick is blocked up.
You're the
and-
pull-out kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got it. And then pew,
Pew,
Yeah.
pew, pew.
Right in
Yeah.
their fucking gullet.
fucking like an artillery strike.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Have a little treat.
That pre-seminal fluid is supposed to be very dangerous.
Good potent stuff. That's why you get head first.
Oh.
What do you do? You don't just jam.
Cleans it up.
What do you kiss and then just jam it in once it's full?
Right.
No, you get in there. You make her swab it out. I'll say that. Get in there and swab out the tip, would you, love?
And take that rubber with you if you use a condom.
Oh, yeah. Put it in a little pocket in your pocket of your
finagle.
jeans.
Right.
I wish I knew him back then. I would just punch his pocket so his fucking cum rubber broke in his pocket, and he got it all over his Mentos, whatever fat boy treat he was carrying, pocket money.
The Nagel seed.
Yeah, the precious Nagel seed.
Good old,
Very valuable.
Good old Nagel. All right. We'll do the cat 911 call next for everybody and get into some other things. Little update on the Cindy Williams thing that we played a couple times now. She ended up being extremely cool about the whole thing. She was at one of those Comic-Cons or something like that, or Chiller Theater, whatever.
Yeah, one of those.
One of those things. And Big Kev was there, and he got her to sign a shirt and take a picture. And she said something like, thanks for having me on Has Been Corner or something like that. Yeah. And then held up the shirt, big smile. She got it in the end a little bit.
Yeah.
It took balls from Big Kev to, confront her about it.
Go up and remind her.
But she was cool.
Yeah.
This guy's been waiting like an hour on the line here. Let's say hi to Chris in Los Angeles. Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Chris.
Hi. Hey. What's up, boys?
What's up?
Hi.
I just want to say, first time caller, but I've been listening to you guys for a while. Probably for the hour is probably the first time I've heard you live, on the phone here. But I just want to say, you guys rock. Keep doing what you're doing, and I just want to say, I don't know if it was last week or a couple weeks ago, you had Jim Ross.
All right.
And I'm using it on Reddit, and what I just found out that apparently WWE had some people on WWE had not been happy about what he said about Mr. McMahon, pretty much just shitting on his fans.
It's so weird we're taking your call because that's the next thing we were going to get to.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were going to talk about, but supposedly the WWE reportedly upset with the Jim Ross interview on Opie and Anthony. Specifically, the story about Mr. McMahon sharding in his pants during a live taping.
Crapping himself.
And so I guess the company has fired back, and they fired back on Raw this past Monday night, right, Sam?
Yeah.
Well, I think it was actually the week before.
Okay.
And people are just now associating it with this.
But we're making all the wrestling blogs.
Yes.
People are connecting the two.
I'm sorry to interrupt. When the one I read it, they actually said that they put in the Opie and Anthony show. They put in your name.
That's the headline I just read. WWE reportedly upset with Jim Ross, Opie and Anthony story. How the company fired back on Raw.
Yes,
and we're going to get into that in a second here.
Yeah, and I just want to say I actually heard the entire interview on Opie's YouTube channel. Because that's the only way I can actually keep up.
No, that was. Yeah, I don't put full interviews up there.
Yes, sir.
It might have been somebody else.
The entire, I don't think.
I got the sharding story on. I got the sharding story on my YouTube channel, but Oh, okay, yeah.
But then they used the parts from the special.
Oh God,
Columbia on Space Endeavor.
I don't think I have enough bandwidth to put the whole Jim Ross interview on my YouTube channel. Man, was that guy wordy. No, we like Jim Ross. What am I doing? All right, Chris.
I just want to say one more thing. Just one more thing.
Sure.
One more thing. There's a YouTube channel called Video O&A. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but
one more thing.
I gotta give props to that channel because that is the best channel to keep up with you. That's how I've been keeping up with you.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, Video O&A. That YouTube channel is great.
Special Endeavor.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the they take our visuals and then they actually find the visual and then us talking about it and they put it all together nice and it comes out great.
Oh, just one more thing. One more thing.
Yeah. Sorry to bother you.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you guys. You guys rock.
All right.
I'm punching out.
Thank you, Chris. Great job, buddy.
Chris
from Los Angeles.
Robert Culp was one of the best Columbo villains. I was just watching one of those last night.
Yeah.
God damn that Robert Culp. Although he plays the same guy in he's in like 3 Columbos, and it's the same person. Like, he's pretty much the same guy. He gets very agitated very quickly.
Well,
I don't have time for this, Lieutenant.
Back then, if it worked, they just kept doing it.
They just went with it.
They didn't care.
Yeah.
So that was great the first time. Do it again. Todd in Jersey. Todd.
Hey, yeah, so when JR was telling that story about Vince shitting his pants, the best part that he missed was that after the show, Vince was chasing Briscoe around with his dirty underwear, with his tighty-whities, chasing him around backstage.
Now, you've wanted to say this many, many times, and we never got to it. So how do you know this?
I used to work at WWE. I was actually training to be on the road, with WWE.
Right.
I actually used to sit next to JR and King ringside, for 4 years I was on the road.
Wow. So you're saying then Vince ran around with his shitty underpants.
I've actually heard that story, too.
You have, Sam. So why are they upset that it finally came out?
They're upset because, number one, this is a massive radio show that everybody's listening to right now.
Well, that is true.
They don't like the fact that the story came out on a media destination. Like Opie and Anthony. And then because JR told this story on such a huge show, it ended up on TMZ.
Well, I want to thank the PR department and the marketing department for pushing the sharding story. That's right. They didn't do it.
They didn't.
That at all. That was us. That was
really the market. They didn't do anything to help it.
No, you got a guy telling a story about Vince McMahon, who's a billionaire, basically shitting himself. It's a great story.
As JR said,
and we didn't even
got liquid.
When you think these guys would come down every once in a while and go, well, you know what, that story today by Jim Ross, I think we should try to push that out and work it a little bit. Why are we always working these angles? I guess we're smarter than them.
That's probably it.
That's what I take home with myself every
That's the only
night.
explanation.
Yeah, we got to just be smarter. So fill in the blanks there, Sam.
So basically, last week on Raw, out of nowhere, JBL started talking about what a great announcer Vince McMahon was.
Oh.
Because if you remember, JR replaced Vince McMahon as an announcer.
Yes, he did.
And then Jerry Lawler said, well, how would you compare Vince McMahon to Jim Ross?
Oh, why would Jerry Lawler introduce that?
Keep in mind, Jim Ross hasn't been an announcer for many, many years. And Vince McMahon even longer. And JBL responded that Vince was better because Vince could speak English.
Implying that JR can't speak English.
And then he said that comparing Jim Ross to Vince McMahon is like comparing horse manure to ice cream.
Horse manure to ice cream.
Which, when questioned about the tweet JR tweeted that nobody should be mad at Jim Ross. Nobody should be mad at JBL, Michael Cole, or Jerry Lawler because they're just following orders.
Oh.
So basically the story that every wrestling website is reporting now.
Really? It's going everywhere?
Every wrestling website has this up.
Wow.
Is that Vince McMahon was in JBL's headphones and Jerry Lawler's headphones, orchestrating the entire conversation.
Right.
So he could get in a shot at JR on TV. Which wouldn't be the first time that he's gotten shots in at JR.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Good for us.
Right, and then, and you guys get attributed with it, so...
That is Vince McMahon. I mean, Vince was fun and all, announcing, but there's no way you beat, oh my God, King! That's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, Ross was great. We all know it.
Don't get him in more trouble.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
So weird Vince is upset about it, though. He obviously had fun if he's running around with his shitty underpants.
Yeah.
God damn
allegedly,
it, that was
I don't
private.
know. Yeah. He did that whole phase of kiss my ass.
Yep.
You know, he likes a little ass play.
Yeah.
A little ass play.
I respect that.
But he likes to be in control of it. I'm sure he would be okay with coming on and telling the Shart story.
Yeah.
He doesn't want JR to be going around and telling people.
That guy hasn't done our show in 15 years.
Well, he's a billionaire, god damn it.
Yeah, but he was a billionaire when he was doing the show.
That is true.
He did our show a bunch. We had all the McMahons on.
Yeah. Those were the days. That was the heyday.
Stephanie,
we have audio of her making fun of breast implants, and we begged her never to do that. Remember?
She sure
and then
didn't listen.
Turned around and did it.
She was a very innocent girl at one point, and then she turned into, that crazy, wild...
The billionaire princess?
Yep.
The billionaire princess.
My favorite was her chained to the furnace.
Acting?
Acting.
The acting was great.
Can you get that on that WWE?
I would think so.
Probably could, right?
What? She was great. I don't understand why Hollywood didn't come calling.
Stephanie McMahon.
There were a couple roles.
Who kidnapped her?
The Undertaker, of course.
The Undertaker. Why would he kidnap her? There she is. She's acting.
The ceremony begins. I must address the McMahon family.
We can't do this. It's way too long.
I know.
It's way too long.
This is awful.
Look at her acting.
When she was attached to a crucifix.
Yes. Oh, there.
But you got to get the one where she's chained to the boiler.
That was a good one.
In the basement.
She is pinned down there. And then she became like a floozy. I don't know.
Well, the power went to her head, I guess.
Was that it?
After she was kidnapped.
How do you...
What's wrong,
Jimmy's
Jim?
just like,
I get it.
Oh, it was pretty funny to watch back then.
Yeah, that's true. So
I kind of... it was such a goof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hilarious.
And if you saw 2 matches a night on those shows, it was amazing because they went so storyline heavy, it didn't even matter. The wrestling was a non-issue.
Half of it was like skits that didn't even pertain to storylines. It was just like, look, she's giving birth to a hand.
Yeah,
why?
yeah. Just why not? Oh, hell, I shit myself. Yeah. I don't think you're going to find it. There's a lot of material there.
No, it's fine.
So he kidnapped her.
The Undertaker kidnapped her.
And where was that video of her being scared? Where was she?
She was in the ring.
In the middle of the ring.
So no one called the police. They just let the wrestler bring the kidnapped victim into the ring.
Exactly.
Is the whole Ministry of Darkness kidnapping her, so it was a lot for any police squad to handle.
Where was Vince? Why didn't Vince come out and kick these guys' asses? Because it's his daughter.
Well, first of all, that's the Undertaker.
I think they were on the outs, right?
At that point?
I have no idea anymore.
It got very complicated.
Cornball.
Cornball.
Of death music. Bong, bong, death. My stomach hurts.
He's fighting Brock Lesnar.
Death.
Bum, 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 bum. Oh, it's a coffin. Here it comes.
It's very scary.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
You know, this may be a good time to mention if anybody wants to call in.
What?
From Brooklyn.
Brooklyn in the
Or
Hizzy?
in the area.
Why Brooklyn?
In the
Because we got a pair of tickets to Raw in Brooklyn.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
When is that?
It's on the 24th.
Oh, I'm busy.
Oh, this month?
Yeah, March.
I can't make it.
So we got a pair of tickets, but if you win from outside the New York area, you're shit out of luck as far as transportation and all that goes.
Yeah,
I mean, if you want to travel to Brooklyn.
Okay.
We ain't gonna drive you. Oh, I've been told.
Look, don't call unless you could really go to this thing.
Yeah, and the call screener should just take a call from the Brooklyn area.
Yeah. They should have to do something for it. Fucking maybe no more trivia than Sam.
That's not going to happen.
Man,
no?
that ain't gonna happen.
Sam, you're forgetting that the mastermind of the kidnapping was Vince McMahon himself, right?
Well, that was revealed much later.
Yes.
Crazy.
He was the higher power after all.
Yeah, let's go to James in D.C. James.
Good morning. About 30 years ago, Letterman did a bit on New Year's Eve where he had 2 wrestling announcers standing by hospital emergency rooms to do a play-by-play of the first baby of the year, and one of them was McMahon. And they totally imploded and stuttered and ended up insulting Letterman. The other guy got smooth, but McMahon just went off on Letterman on the air.
Yeah, he was pissed.
He was pissed, for real.
Yeah, he doesn't like making mistakes.
Wait, I've never seen this clip.
It was about 30
Most of these clips I got to make believe I've never seen before, but this is truly one I've never seen before.
It was the NBC show about 30 years ago.
Wow.
And it had to do with the first baby of the new year. And they had him dressed in tuxes in emergency rooms. And the other guy, who I can't remember, did it really smooth. He played it up as a satire like Letterman wanted, but McMahon, just from the beginning, was uncomfortable. And at the end, ended up insulting Letterman.
Huh. Trying to see what...
Should we play this?
What's it's all about?
Sure.
Of certainly a deluge of pregnant women at this moment on their way down to the waiting room. However, we have been told by Dr. Saxon that there is a Mrs. Fury that has about a 30% chance of delivering within the hour. Somewhat long odds. With me right now, however,
what did he say?
John
Long
Martino. And John, you came through, but you came through a little bit too early, about 35 minutes too early. Have you always been a little early with everything you do?
Well, not all the time, but we try. We try hard.
Well, congratulations, a bouncing baby girl.
Thank you.
Perhaps a former, or perhaps a future lady wrestler.
Well, yeah, good idea. Good idea. Now, Vince, I'm sorry,
Is that a new father there?
This is a new father.
Well,
sure,
by all means, tell him congratulations on our behalf, and we're sorry that his daughter is not eligible for the late-night baby competition, but good luck.
Best of luck to you. Back to you.
Vince, I have a question for you also.
Yes, David.
Is that your tuxedo?
No, actually it's not.
Okay. Okay, well.
Why do you ask that?
Gonna make fun of his
Things are going better than ever. Interrupt, but I believe we have some interesting news at New York Hospital.
We do?
Yes, we do.
I'm an uncle.
Let's now go to, is this right? Vince McMahon at New York Hospital. Are they ready there at New York Hospital?
We're on. We're all right here, and I'll tell you right now, we have good news. Mrs. Fury has been in overdrive, and Dr. Ledger and Dr. Davis came through, and I understand everything's just fine.
Where did we get this guy?
So we have a festive occasion here, and it's all time we say, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you.
Yeah, Vince wasn't really known.
Happy
then.
He was taking it very seriously.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, babe, we did it. All right.
All right,
He's
Vince,
selling
boy,
it.
you can certainly cut the electricity here in the studio with a knife. So I guess we'll get all of the information and we'll check back with them. But we do have a winner, and it's a baby girl. We don't know. Well, don't leave it up to Vince, for God's sake. A baby boy. Okay. We'll get all of the data and edit as much as we can out of this. Now, we have a baby. The father is John Fury. The mother is Mary Fury. This is their first child. It's a baby boy, Shawn Michael, and we will be going to the hospital as soon as Larry gets through traffic. And in the meantime, the new father gets a chance to chat with Vince. Vince and Larry is there to award the key. And I understand, Vince, you don't have the father just yet, but who is the woman you're standing with?
No, but we're working on the father. He's on his way up, and certainly Larry's looking forward to interviewing the father and presenting a little something, as we understand. But joining us right now, Valerie Lewis, who was an eyewitness, indeed part of the whole situation down in the operating room. And, Bud, you can ask a few questions.
Valerie, how's the baby? How's the mom?
The baby is excellent, has an almost perfect AFGAR, 9-10, and the mother is recuperating nicely.
Thank you.
I have a question for you, Larry. Is that your tux?
No, it's not.
All right. Back to you. Okay. Here, there's no doubt about it. We're having fun.
Okay, Vince, thank you very much. We'll try to come back later and talk with the boy's father. Thank you very much.
Where's the
I
mad
see him
part?
getting mad.
He was a little shitty with it.
I saw
No, but that wasn't mad. You made it look like it was
doing a great job on the David Letterman show.
Why was he on Letterman?
He was just, it was just as a goof.
Remember Dave used to have
wrestling.
wacky characters?
Right.
And
That
Vince was
Vince
the
was a
wrestling
wacky
announcer.
character.
Yeah.
Is that recently?
No, I'm not saying.
What?
How long was that?
Did you see how young Vince looked at that?
I was about 30 years old.
Wait, are you joking?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
I just didn't see him get mad. Though.
Larry Bud Melman was great when he would interview people and pull the mic away too quickly.
Right.
So, where are you from?
How's the baby?
Yeah.
The wrestling thing. I think we'll get a winner from Brooklyn.
For the latest happenings in WWE, or to see when WWE is going to be in your area, you got to visit WWE.com/events. That's WWE.com/events for your tour dates.
All right. Let's just take a random caller from Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah?
Rick.
Hey, Ope, how are you?
Good, buddy. You want these tickets?
I certainly do.
Oh.
It's as easy as that, sir.
You're in Brooklyn?
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Whereabouts?
Bensonhurst.
Bensonhurst.
Absolutely.
I lived there for a little while.
Yeah.
After I left the old pain-in-the-ass wife.
Not too happy about all the Asians, but I do like it.
Bull sugar.
But you lived in Bensonhurst?
For like a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, for like maybe a couple of months until I got an apartment.
Right.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, Rick, you're going to go see the WWE. Is it Raw or SmackDown?
Raw in Brooklyn.
Raw in Brooklyn. How cool is that?
It's going to be a good show.
Sold out. Hold on the line, all right, buddy?
All right, thank you.
Then thanks for listening to our show. We appreciate that, obviously.
Bensonhurst. Isn't that where Ralph Cramden was?
Yeah, I was just thinking. I was trying to remember the number.
Bensonhurst 5.
Yeah. Phone numbers were so weird back then.
Yeah. They'd use, like, a word.
Yeah.
I remember AN1 was 261. I think that was the area code, or the...
How do you remember this?
I don't know.
Is this child of the 80s stuff?
I remember my phone numbers from years ago.
Early 80s.
Yep,
but
I remember mine, too.
It's still in the 80s.
Huh.
There's early 80s and late 80s, but it's still the same.
Yeah.
Child of the 80s.
Still 80s.
Yes.
You had to memorize that shit. There was no fucking, book to put it, no phone to put it in. Yeah.
They didn't have paper yet?
No, they didn't have paper. All of the phone numbers that you needed to know, your friends' phone numbers, family, things like that, were memorized. You had to commit them to memory.
So... We haven't had to do that in, 20 years, I guess?
Ish. Yeah, ish.
How many numbers do you think the average person had to memorize?
Jesus Christ, a lot.
And every once in a while you saw somebody walking around with a book with numbers in it.
My little black book.
But it was all in your head. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to call my buddy up.
I bet you knew close to 20 numbers in your head.
Yeah, right off the top of your head.
Right?
Yeah, when you went to call your friends from home, you didn't pull out a phone book you didn't have it written down. You just knew it.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the having to memorize a new phone number. That's what I did. We moved a lot. We moved a lot. Pops had a hard time holding down those, what you call jobs. So we were constantly getting booted out of wherever we lived. Yeah. It's fun.
We got the 911 call that we've been...
From the cat?
Teasing,
Well, it's not the cat calling 911. That would be
guy
silly.
calls 911 because he's trapped in his bedroom, afraid of his cat.
Yeah.
He's got a small child and his wife to protect against this cat.
Cats could be evil.
It's a Himalayan. It's one of them Himalayan cats.
What do they look like?
They're big and fluffy and giant.
Yeah.
22-pounder.
22
pounds.
Yeah.
Pounds, baby, pounds.
That cat's only got 5 pounds on Bruiser.
You got a 22-pound asshole in your house.
That cat's only 5 pounds bigger than
Yeah, I got a 17-pound cat.
Wait, isn't that the one from Meet the Parents?
Oh, it's like a
Jinxie.
Siamese.
Jinxie, a little bit.
Looks like a Siamese with a lot of hair.
But look how adorable. It just
that's how it started.
Seems like a great
Oh,
idea.
my God. Who wouldn't want one of those?
Of course.
And then
it grows up to be a complete nightmare.
Attacking you.
Yep. Yeah. So let's play the 911 call.
Yeah, hi. I have a kind of a particular emergency here. My cat attacked our 7-month-old child, and I kicked the cat in the rear, and it has went off over the edge, and we
Kicked him in the rear.
stayed around the cat. It's
Crazy.
a very large Himalayan,
Lunatic.
and we're trapped in our bedroom. He won't let us out of our door.
Okay, does the child need medical attention?
No, he's just got scratches on his forehead. But the cat, we don't know what to do about the cat. He's trying to attack us. He's very, 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 very hostile.
So
I tried to get a hold of animal control.
Hang on just a second. You guys are inside your bedroom right now.
Yeah, and when I leave out the bedroom to let the police in, I'm going to have to fight this cat.
Fight the cat.
What an asshole.
Fight the cat.
What a fucking pussy.
He is kind of a
Open the
pussy.
door with a shoe, and if that cat's there, smash that cocksucker with a shoe.
I'll tell you, those things can be pretty quick.
But I mean...
You think you got a beat on him, and that thing goes at your fucking neck.
And they can get air, too.
Yeah. They'll jump right up to your face.
You fucking take a shoe and whack that. I love cats, but if one was holding me hostage,
right,
I would open the door and scream. He would fucking run.
But he kicked it. He kicked it.
You kicked it in the butt.
And that's when it got pissed.
Yeah.
And turned around.
It didn't respect him.
No,
Guy's a
it didn't.
pussy.
It continues.
Okay, and do you think the cat is ill?
I don't know.
Yo,
I think
he's
this
ill.
Cat he's got kind of a history of violence. He's kind of a violent cat already. But he's bad right now. He's at our door, bedroom door.
One moment, okay?
All right.
Bring him over the cat.
I hear him. Hold on. Keep your door shut, okay?
All right.
All right, let's try to keep you guys, I know it's scary. Let's try to stay just as calm as we can, okay?
Okay, and our front door is unlocked. If the cops can get in the electronic door.
How humiliating.
So what ends up happening? Because that's where our trail ends today.
First of all, he was instructed by the police not to open the door, so it's his fault. You're supposed to listen to that. He was instructed by the authorities not to leave that room.
Wait a minute.
Stand your ground.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Have to
sorry.
go back to that.
It's true.
It's not.
What are you doing?
There's other things in life.
Trayvon.
Yeah, we got it.
Little Trayvon.
We understood.
You're the last person to move on from that.
Trayvon Meowton.
Exactly. Trayvon Martin's parents are going, let it go.
Yeah.
So what happened?
The police had to call overnight animal control.
Sting?
And get the cat, but not Sting.
Oh.
Not the band.
See, I thought that would have made the story interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
But, yeah, no, I can't picture. I call 911 to get a tire changed. I would not call 911
fucking
because my cat's attacking.
Forgot you did that.
Yeah, you did.
You should have been arrested.
That's bad, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I called all the phone numbers first. As the last one. As a last resort. I called 311. I called USAA.
But you called 911 to have them fix your tire.
I just didn't know what to do.
I'm a queeb.
Because Mommy wasn't around
I'm a
to tell me.
quay, and I don't know how to change a fucking tire.
I don't either, though. I have to side with Sam on that
You
one.
know how to. Everyone knows how to change
Everyone
a
knows
tire.
It's 2014. People don't change their own tires.
Exactly. I'm a man of intrigue and gentleman.
Right.
Intrigue.
You give roadside assistance.
But if you have to, you would know how, right?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Oh, come on.
That roadside assistance was delivered by a truck bumper.
That's right. He's hoping you were killed by a car, and I fucking agree.
Motion
sign on.
seconded.
You gave it a good chuckle.
Yes.
Hardy.
So that was it. They got rid of the cat.
Yeah.
Did they ever explain why the cat's such an asshole?
Because he kicked
Ray
it
Travis, yes.
in the ass.
Yeah,
Said
there's an
it had a
update to that
history.
story.
There is an update.
They're not giving up on the cat.
Good.
It's going to a pet psychologist.
Oh, man.
Was it that guy? The cat?
Cat daddy?
Cat
Daddy.
Cat Daddy?
Cat Daddy.
He's gonna come.
Remember Cat Daddy?
The cat psychologist is gonna tell him you need to build shelves on your walls, and that way the cat will be fine.
Cat Daddy fucked up his name because the famous Kate Upton videos, her doing the Cat Daddy.
Right.
Yeah, and there's no way that anybody's gonna remember Cat Daddy after watching that video.
There's Cat Daddy. What's the name of his book?
The name of the book is Cat Daddy.
What the world's most incorrigible cat taught me about life, love, and coming clean.
What's incorrigible? You know what? Like that's a violent cat. It's not cute.
Yeah,
it's not
they'll say,
encourageable.
oh, you're incorrigible.
First of all, it's not incorrigible.
It's incorrigible.
Incorrigible. No, incorrigible means like if someone had a hammer and they were standing over your lifeless body, me saying hit him more would be incorrigible.
It's a little different. Slightly different.
If he didn't hit you and started smirking at Jimmy, he'd be incorrigible.
Exactly. I'd make love to him.
Yes.
I mean,
well, I'm not going to condone the next phone call, but we will take it. Oscar in Texas. Oscar.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I had a pet rooster, and it was attacking my wife, and she kept telling me about it, and I told her she was full of shit, until one day I was out there feeding him, and he attacked me. Well, I turned around, and I football kicked that motherfucker so goddamn hard, it broke his fucking neck. So there ain't no way.
Yeah, but it must have been nice.
Kill that cat.
well, if an animal is attacking you and you strike back, it's fair.
I don't know.
Kick him as hard as you can.
I think you're really crossing a line when you decide to kill your family pet.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be better ways to deal with the situation.
Yeah.
He hit me first.
You got your kids around and you're strangling your own kitten, your cat, whatever, your dog.
Yeah, that was kind of bad on that deal because I had to wring that rooster's neck because he was kind of half alive still, and the fucking kids seen it on the porch, so it wasn't too good.
Right.
I had to push Bruiser out of the bedroom this morning so Jess could sleep.
Wow, stand easy.
He took a swipe right at my Achilles tendon.
He did?
The fact that you tolerate that from your cat, if my cat did that to me and clawed at me once, I'd pick him up by the scruff of his neck.
You can't do that.
And say, I will fucking throw you through a window if you cut it. And he would listen.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he would. He'd be afraid of me.
Just makes an aggressive cat.
No.
I don't know how to train. Yesterday, I got a little story. Yesterday, I was on the couch, and I hear from upstairs this banging around sound, something falling. I'm like, Beavis is at it. So I go upstairs, and I had left the windows open in the gym area because it was a nice breeze yesterday. It was a nice day. And Beavis had gone onto the windowsill, pushed the screen out, and was on the roof. I then had to crawl out the window and gather up little Beavis from the roof of my house.
What a poorly behaved animal.
He is the worst behaved kitty.
But he's so curious.
He's so curious and inquisitive and adorable.
He climbed up on the roof.
He was on the roof, and I walked out on the roof, and I'm just like, come on, bud, because you don't want to scare him and have him run off. So just come on, and he was good. He came right to me.
Yeah, what if you'd fallen off the roof and ended up in the hospital
because of Beavis.
I had to go get my cat off the roof.
I was getting my cat off the roof, and I slipped.
And you broke both your legs. You know how happy that would make me?
Oh, God, walking like Denny.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking just lay there. Or the cat was probably just trying to hang himself like that fucking maid at Damien's birthday party. This is for you, Anthony.
I snapped my finger in his face, and then said no, and put my finger.
You got to throw water at him.
And then, water works well.
How'd that work?
He went, wow, and then stopped.
You have good times with this cat?
Yeah, he's adorable.
I would take a glass of water and fucking dump it right in his face for that.
Wow.
You don't drench him.
He would almost feel like I waterboarded him.
You spritz him.
No, you don't spritz him. You don't baby him.
I raised my hand to Beavis. He puts his ears flat back and lunges at me.
No. Whoa, really?
Oh, yeah, he's crazy. It's like, well...
He knows you don't mean it.
Right.
Yeah.
He knows you're a false flag.
But then he doesn't do anything once he does attack. He'll grab you. He'll grab you, and then he won't do anything.
What a house of bluffing pussies.
Jim would have the angriest, most aggressive cat.
Man.
No, I wouldn't. I've had cats. I love them.
It would attack people.
One regret I had was when I was a young teenager, I was drunk or whatever, or I was before I even drank. I remember my cat John was in the basement, like by the washer.
Of course you named your cat John.
I did. And I was mad at him. So I remember I took his nose and I put it right in my asshole and I farted on his nose. I swear I'll never forget holding it there and going,
what did he do?
Pulled it back.
So he didn't enjoy it?
No, he didn't care for it at all.
Jeez. What a fucked up thing to do. Poor little kitty. Oh, is that angry cat?
That'd be Jim's cat.
Oh, I can't see it.
Pissed.
Very, very angry cat attacks on YouTube.
Wow, that thing
He
is...
would run off and hide somewhere because Jim kept picking him up and shaking him.
Oh, wow.
That's what you would get.
If you have cats at home, turn this up. It's always fun to watch your cat run around like a... Holy... That thing is so pissed.
Why was yours back? Didn't he's happy?
Yeah. Put your hand right in there.
He fucked you up.
Yeah, that thing will fucking put holes in you.
You grab him by the scruff of that neck, you straighten him right out.
No way.
Cocksucker.
That thing would grab your arm and do that kick thing with the back leg.
And he'd wind up fucking forearm smashed against the wall. Shit.
You'd be shredded cheese, your arm.
You have bad pet advice.
Oh my God, that thing is... It's taking swipes at the camera.
You would deal with this, Jimmy?
Fucking a cup of water right in his fucking dumb face.
That's a horrifying 3D movie.
You jump back, too.
Yes.
And maybe jump back a little bit.
You think a cup of water would straighten him right out?
Without a doubt. He'd be like, oh, no. Look what all my shit gets me.
A cup of water.
A fucking cup of water thrown in my fucking dumb face.
That's a bad idea.
Splash. That's what you get.
What's that thing? Why is it so mad?
Because the guy's taunting with a video camera.
He really is.
Yeah, the guy's being a dick.
He's going for his YouTube video.
The guy's probably a lovely cat otherwise. Well, you put some cat food out and tinkle on him.
Jesus. It's swatting at the lens.
He doesn't like that lens.
These are the sounds I heard when we tried to adopt that cat for
kids. Oh, really?
That's exactly what he sounded
But see,
like.
Travis was smart. He cut his losses, and he brought the cat back. He said, I'm not dealing with this if this is day one, day
That's
two.
how dumb that cat was. He had a nice place to live.
Right.
He would have run that house, that fucking fruity dog.
Cats don't give a
You make fun of my dog, but I don't ever have to worry about him attacking me.
Hold on,
he can't breathe.
Hold on, go back. This one's called Don't Pet This Kitty.
Oh, no.
Why is this guy talking with his toes?
He's got open-toed shoes.
Open-toed shoes.
Oh, man. He's got a sore throat. What a mean cat.
This guy's taunting with his foot. It's a game they play.
Whoa.
Oh, fuck.
It's a Satan face.
He's just playing, right?
Yeah. It's probably declawed.
When those ears go back, forget it. He's probably declawed, you're right. Why else would he
he has got
put his toes forward?
Shoes. Fuck
Exactly.
that.
I mean, you always put your
You're
best
right.
foot forward.
Oh.
You didn't like that one?
No.
That was clever.
Really?
I wish my asshole made that noise. That's a great sound.
Man, that is really...
That's great.
Pissed off looking fucking cat.
Let's say hi to Joe in Louisiana. Joe, you're on the Opie and Anthony show. What's up?
Hey, man, y'all talking about them fucking cat stories about squirting them with water.
Yeah.
I got one at the fucking house, weighs about 33 pounds. I grab a fucking squirt bottle, go to squirting that son of a bitch. It'll come over, set up on his back legs, and drink the shit.
Huh.
Now listen to this. I told them guys, listen, another story. Years ago, my first wife had a fucking ham she had cooked on the table. Goddamn cat was on top of the table eating the motherfucker. I went in there and grabbed it. It goes to bite my left hand. So I make a trip to the washing machine, flip the fucking lid open, get it on spin cycle.
No, you don't do it.
You can't put your
Hold on, I want to hear how this turned out.
Listen, I took the motherfucker, stuck my pocket knife in the little switch, and I said, you want to bite me? Let's go to the fucking Ferris wheel. And that cat made 100 fucking miles an hour in about 15 minutes going, wow, wow, wow.
Oh, that's deadly.
Hey, when I picked it up and put it outside, the sumbitch's eyes was doing like a cartoon, and
All
it
right,
won't.
sir. We can't condone this.
And then the video camera fell out of the closet, and everyone puked.
Exactly.
I believe this guy did it. I don't.
It sounds like
we
a
can't condone that
big
shit.
fish story.
I did it.
That's only good if a child is crying.
Right.
Throw it right in the washing machine.
Yeah.
Straighten them out.
All right, sir. Let me go to John in Poughkeepsie. John.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
You're fucking me up. I got 3 cats. One's a little girl and 2 are feral males. They're staring at me. They're staring at the walls. They're fucked up.
Yeah, they got
your shit was brutal. It was nasty enough that they all jumped off the bed. They were calm and relaxed. And I'm at the computer and they're oh my God. I'm telling you, it was fucked up.
I used to have a sound effects CD, and there were some cat things on it. I put it on and watched the cats just go crazy in the house. They'd start, like, hunching their back, looking around, like they were expecting to find a cat, and they couldn't.
Right. Well, that's what they're looking for.
Yeah.
They're looking for this fight. They want to get in it, I guess. I don't know.
God knows what the cat's saying. That's like, hey, fuck you, I'm going to kick your ass. Like, what?
They start taking it out on the goddamn stuffed animals and shit, beating shit.
I loves it.
Cool, man.
All right, John, thanks for the story. We got to play our favorite one.
Jim and Opie have both met my cat. He was very relaxed and pleasant when you met him.
Yeah, he knew better. He didn't know who to fuck with.
Because I would pick him up by the scruff of his neck and throw a glass of water on top.
He's a fat bully, your cat.
I kept an eye on him.
Training
you gotta
technique.
keep an eye.
Meaning, I love animals, but if an animal is that belligerent to me in my own home, and I was like, hey, easy now, and he was like, fat, I would go, all right, cocksucker, I've been nice long enough. Have some water.
You'd give him a hey, easy now?
Yeah, I'd be like, say, simmer down.
Simmer down.
The wild animal wouldn't listen to human reason?
No, but the wild animal would listen to, oh, God made it rain in my face a lot quickly.
God. And God would be?
Moi.
Moi. All right, we got to take a break. We'll go to break with one of our favorite cat clips. We're going to have to set it up. But an update. Remember the Cindy Williams thing? I said it worked out in the end, that has-been corner thing we played?
Yeah.
If you go to O&A Show on Instagram, that's the show's Instagram account. I think it was Eric just posted the picture of Cindy Williams holding up the Wild T-shirt that Big Kev brought to her at one of those Comic-Con type things, where she signed it. I don't know exactly how she signed it, but she signed it in a way where she was totally cool with what went down that day. So if you want to check that out, what does it say?
She wrote love to Opie and Anthony, your favorite has been, Cindy Williams.
Yeah, there it is.
That's very
Where's
nice.
that shirt?
I might have. I don't know.
It's really cool.
I think I might have that one. I'm not sure.
I love these Comic-Cons, dude, where you meet these old celebrities. I fucking love them.
Yeah.
Where there's like a whole bunch of people like that. I don't even think they're has-beens. They just don't have a gig right. I love them.
Right.
They don't have a gig.
And I always spend the money to get the picture. It's just fun.
You do?
I got Larry Hagman at I went a bunch of doing Patrick Duffy from Dallas. I'm like, yeah, why not?
You got the Dallas people.
I did. I enjoyed it. Hi, Larry. Big fan.
Hi, Larry.
You don't have to sell us on the fact that you went somewhere and took a bunch of pictures with celebrities.
It's a good point. I'm saying, like, all kidding aside, guys.
Yeah.
Like if you were the guy that never took pictures with celebrities, and you're like, no, I went to this Comic-Con. It was really cool. I took pictures with celebrities.
I actually never did take pictures with celebrities. And there was a fucking turning point.
Yeah.
I met a celebrity.
and that's how it started.
By the way, while we're talking about social media, there's a photo of Roland looking upset on O&A show on Twitter that we would really like people to turn into a meme.
Why?
Because look at him.
He does look very memey.
So if you go to O&A show on Twitter and you get the Roland picture, make it into a meme.
The best is E-Rock with his fucking Bob's Big Boy hairdo, picking hopefully a bullet out of his ear.
It's just so mean.
I love shot in the head jokes.
It's always mean.
How can you kick it out of his own ear?
I don't know. Maybe he's a big, fat, thick skull full of wax. And whoever tried to do the show a favor messed up.
Absorbed all the energy.
So much cruelty in that one statement.
Yeah, it is.
Brutal. And don't forget about the Opie and Anthony podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
Really good reviews on this latest episode. It's Snooping Kids.
Yeah.
Kids going through their parents' drawers.
And a little
nugget. While the parents are at work.
Nugget. A little nugget at the end, too.
Little nugget. So go get it through iTunes if you can. We would like it that way, so we got some nice bragging rights. If not, just get the podcast. All right.
I have a quick question for the group.
Yeah.
I have to go to the gym today. What do you think I should work on?
Jesus.
Get the fuck down! Fucking jump! Jump! Get the fuck down from there! Fucking jump! Jump! Do it, you bitch! Do it! Jump! Yeah! Do it! You fucking pussy! Jump! Look at me. Look at me. Up here. Up here. What the fuck are you looking at? Don't fucking run away from me! I'll end you! Where'd you fucking go? You son of a bitch! Fuck! Don't fucking go in my closet! You are a fucking piece of shit! I'm going to rape you! Fuck you! Run! Fucking run! Yeah! Don't fucking stare at me! You fucking bitch!
Terror officials looking into whether plane was diverted. Fox is really going with that angle.
They certainly are. That's the big story angle. That's the one that would be like, whoa, look out.
They would have to be very organized to get everyone's cell phones. I guess you could do that in flight.
Well, yeah. Gather everybody up. I don't know.
But then there was a warning on the Boeing 777. Cracking and corrosion in the fuselage skin, which could lead to a rapid decompression and loss of structural integrity.
On that plane or just 777s in general?
In general. But Fox is really going with this terror angle. Was the plane, diverted?
Diverted.
Well, the extra flying time is weird, right? That's what it probably is.
Wall Street Journal is reporting that it flew for an extra 4 hours.
Wow. I guess that's a good thing. I mean, if it did, unless they were all, there was decompression, but...
Yeah.
I just said nothing.
Where's the plane? Where's the plane?
Where the fuck is it?
What are we up to, 6 days? Almost 6 days.
How would it decompress and the transponder not work? And that's the weird part. And it not be picked up by any more military radar.
Is that they may be wanting to use it for some later purpose down the road. I mean, it is an absolutely chilling report that is coming in from the Wall Street Journal
from the Opie and Anthony show.
Obviously, a lot of controversy that surrounds all of this morning, Bill. A lot of questions out there today.
A lot of viewers right now are watching and wondering, where are we? Let's take a few steps back now. Late on Friday night, early Saturday morning.
All right, we're not going to go. We're not going to start from the beginning.
The whole thing.
Yeah, we know.
So
where are we? Well,
we would have purchased a ticket.
Yeah.
How about no?
No. Let's say hi to Matt in Jersey. Matt.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Matty.
Hey, buddy.
What's up? I was wondering if you heard about also Jimmy, because I know he doesn't smoke cigarettes or anything, but the tax that Governor Christie's putting up, it's going to be about $2.75 a pack for just regular cigarettes, and the e-cigarettes, which a store I own in Greenbrook, it's called Mad Vapes, they're going to pose a tax that's going to make a little 30-milliliter bottle of flavor that goes with the e-cigarettes for about $100 now, and they cost about $10 that we sell them. They're going to put us out of business.
Well, it's disgusting, the attack on the e-cigarettes. The regular cigarettes I have less mercy for, but the e-cigarette attack in L.A. is sickening.
Are the big boys involved with the e-cigarettes? Is that the problem?
Yeah, I mean, sorry.
No, I don't know. Are all the big tobacco companies making an e-cigarette at this point?
Well, what they're doing right now is those. Have you heard of the little blue cigarettes you see on the commercial?
Yeah. They needed the money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they're sponsoring those right now and putting those out, but they don't do anything. People come in our store and throw them out because the batteries don't last long. They don't give you. They're not the puffs they get them are so little, and we have the variable volts with change that put the vape up, and there's no smoke out of them. So the little blue cigarettes, they do nothing.
How dare the government interfere with that? Like that's where and you can't smoke in public in the parks. How fucking dare the government? Well, it might encourage. I don't give a fuck if it encourages young people.
Right.
It's a freak society. Well, how about you give smokers a break on that one? Like, how about you tell fat people you can't eat fucking diet food in public because it looks like you're eating fattening food, which is bad for young people to see.
Yeah.
They wouldn't dare do that. Oh, Bloomberg might have.
He probably would have went down that road. The e-cigarette, I mean, it can't be healthy to do the e-cigarette.
Honestly, no.
I'm not thinking it's healthy.
It's not bad for the rest of us,
but it's probably not as bad as cigarettes.
We technically can't say it's healthy, even though it is a healthier.
It's a healthier alternative, but who knows what's in that stuff?
Yeah.
That you're inhaling.
But it's no one's business, though.
Right.
It's no one's business.
It's vegetable glycerin that's mostly in the liquids that we use, and that's in everyday foods.
Right. Yeah, but you don't put if you put broccoli in your lungs, it's not going to be good either.
Again, I don't care about people's lungs. I care about does it affect the people around you, and if it doesn't, it's nobody's fucking business. People just don't like the way it looks because it looks like people are smoking. Too bad.
Whether it's healthy or not, I mean, it's your choice. I don't give a shit if someone wants to smoke a cigarette or not. If they want to vape, I don't care. I mean, it's just, we're promoting. I mean, this is my friend and I's business, and it's literally going to shut us down. We did this, and I just heard about this tax, and it's just going to put me, my whole career in life out of.
When is this?
Say vape again.
When is this going down?
It's supposed to be proposed in 2015.
Yeah, man. That's your boy, Ant. That Governor Christie.
Is that my boy? What happened? I don't know.
All right, buddy. I don't know what to tell you.
No, I just want to, no one knows about it. We tell all the smokers, and I called up our legislators in our state and county. They don't even know about it. No one even knows. And I'm just trying to spread awareness, and try to get more opinions on it. Cause
there you go. You did that today. So good luck to you, Matt.
Thank you, buddy.
Matty.
It is to the point when you see someone smoking on the streets. It seems so strange.
Looks a little odd, right?
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
That is going away, man.
You do kind of feel like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? It's just a dangerous thing to do to yourself. I don't care, though. I think people should be allowed to, but I like that it's not in bars. I like that. I like not in public places, really. Because that shit was getting a little out of hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Go home just with that heaviness.
The reeking. You just reek. You wake up coughing. You can't talk. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Well, we got a woman pleading guilty to posting nude photos of her husband's girlfriend.
What?
And then she goes outside.
How'd that happen?
And then something else happens.
Uh-oh.
And we're going to play that for you right now,
Please
Anthony.
do.
Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
And
Black
a 1.
Screen.
And a 2. And a 3.
Not hearing anything. Uh-oh. What's the matter, Sam?
That's fine. Find it somewhere else. I'll take this call because this guy knows exactly what happens to that plane.
Oh.
Clay, what's up? What's up?
Hello.
He's in the plane. That's
Clay, what's up?
It's underwater.
Hearing anything?
Clay.
What's the matter, Sam? That's fine. Find someone else. I'll take this call.
This idiot.
Oh, Clay, what's up? What's up? Hello? Clay, what's up?
The hell?
Clay.
He screwed.
Guy from California, missing flight. Plane had a wing ripped off. It was repaired and put back into service. Or it had a rip in it. You, Clay. Now.
He's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He's a dummy.
I'll tell you why he doesn't
Can't
know.
even work a phone.
It wouldn't keep flying if the wing came off.
Well, not came off. It says that plane had a wing rip. It was repaired and put back into service.
Maybe.
Rip and bong hits?
Well. Let's say hi to Remy then. Remy, help us out here.
The reason why state legislators are trying to do backdoor bullshit with outlawing vaporizers is because the ones you put your own liquid in, people are putting hash oil in, and they're walking around smoking pot without anybody noticing.
But again, too bad. I mean, here's why I say too bad. Then ban rolling papers. Then ban pipes. You can't ban what is, I think, a legal product if it's not affecting other people.
Right. And we're about to legalize marijuana anyway across the country, right?
Yeah. If Chiba's legal.
Chiba.
Yeah, talk like the young people.
Oh.
Everyone is watching Colorado very closely.
Yeah, seeing what
I would
happens
imagine
over there.
a few more states are going to legalize marijuana by the end of the year.
Just for the tax money alone.
Oh, yeah. So.
But I don't know how good a stoned populace would be, but I guess whoever would smoke is smoking now anyway.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter.
I'm sure it'll turn.
Right?
I'm sure it'll turn people onto it.
It's like drinking. Same thing.
Drinking is way worse than pot.
People drink, and I mean, it's like the same
really
thing law-wise. You know, just because it's legal doesn't mean everyone's getting hammered and plowing into things.
Oh, right.
So pot's the same thing.
All right, we'll go back to this lady. So she's got nude photos of her husband's girlfriend, and then she walks outside, and then this happened.
Come on. Hey, go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Hey, let it go.
She grabs the reporter's mic. Yeah. She's got her purse. And she smacks it in the head really hard.
Oh, man.
Is that the girlfriend or the wife?
It's the wife.
That's the wife.
Oh, what a bitch she is.
She does not want to be bothered by the press. Who's saying this?
Security.
Cameraman.
He's saying if you touch the camera again, you'll be under arrest. Really? They're shoving the cameras in her face.
Be on this stuff? You're ridiculous. Okay. Not me. Yeah, you.
Yeah, you.
That's the wife?
Yeah.
You're right.
So what, they're coming out of court, or what
They're coming out of the courtroom.
Right.
And what was the backstory? What did the wife do?
She posted nude photos of her husband's girl.
Is that the husband or someone else?
That's somebody else.
I think goes outside and hits a reporter in the face.
Well, for being in her face. I kind of get the wife. Like, she's being humiliated like this, and this guy's fucking around on her.
And the reporter's right in front of her. She can't even walk around him.
That's great.
Right.
Slammed him.
I'm always happy when a reporter gets hit in the face, even if he's right.
I don't know. She seems like a problem.
I'm sure she's a cunt.
Yeah, she looks a little cunty.
a little bossy.
Yeah, a little bossy, I'd say.
Oh, easy.
We don't do bossy.
Whoa.
Like
Bossy
that
is
at all.
And bossy.
Whoa.
Sorry, Beyonce. Love you, miss you.
Thank you.
Screw her, too.
Love to.
As her husband continues talking about bitches and hoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga this, nigga that.
Right.
Of course.
But we'll listen to you, Beyonce.
Bossy.
Bossy's too far, right?
No one has the courage to fucking, take it that direction.
One of her big songs right now, like the big
Surfboard.
Surfboard. It's not
Yeah.
surfboard.
No.
It's bow down, bitches.
Bow
Is it
down,
really?
bitches.
So what the fuck is she doing?
She's an asshole.
She talks about being flawless, and then she says,
But why
bow down,
isn't-
bitches.
Why isn't
She's in
anyone? Can we hear the song really fast, or at least
yeah.
just a little bit of it?
Love
Why
that
isn't the
song.
mainstream media talking about that angle? That she has bitches in her own music.
They just won't.
Why though?
Because it's more interesting. I guess the narrative is held up by.
Your challenge is
Because I think the narrative of what they want is held up by promoting what she's saying as opposed to calling around and being completely full of shit.
Right. Yeah, because I think saying bitches is way worse than saying bossy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there's no mistaking that.
No.
You bitches. Beyonce.
Surfboard. Not surfboard. I love this song. Surfboard.
They sped it up for copyright.
Oh, that's what they do now? They speed up these songs? Oh, here it comes.
She already said it, yeah.
Said it once.
It's just...
Where's H-Town, Sam?
Houston.
I assumed.
And it goes on and on. There you go. There's Beyonce.
Hop Hog out on Long Island. No, it's not Hop Hog.
She's front and center in the band Bossy movement, as that song is out there.
That's right, she's front and center. Bow down, bitches.
Bow down, bitches.
This my shit. Stop being a tough girl. Stop it. We all saw you in that Austin Powers movie. You're not
She'll
a
be
tough girl. No, she's not. Bow down, bitches.
That's right. From
What
that
an
HO.
inflated sense of self-worth. Jesus.
Let me go to Scott in Salt Lake City. Those cat clips, by the way, really.
They fucked up
just
people's
checked the old
animals.
Twitter, and man, a lot of people very angry with us.
Yep.
Their dogs and cats were going nuts when we were playing those clips. Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, I had a Bengal cat like Anthony's. She just lived to be 19 years old. But anyway, we took her to the vet to have her teeth cleaned, and they put her to sleep to clean her teeth. And this cat was a very docile, very friendly, loving, affectionate cat. But when I went to pick her up that night, they had her in like one of those little cages, and I went to get her out of there, and she was making the same sounds you guys were just playing a few minutes ago. I mean, just going ballistic. And I was scared shitless to even pick her up. I eventually ended up having to throw a towel in there and get her out that way, man. But I was in fear for my face, trying to get her the fuck out of there.
Damn.
Wow.
And what happened afterwards? Like, calm down?
She calmed down. She calmed down after.
I was just
that
scared.
Night. She was cool. But
She's
she
just
I don't know if she's
scared
that
of the vet.
Yeah, that's
very
right.
scary, the vet.
Yeah.
Because those
She
cats.
never liked the vet, man. We just put her down 2 weeks ago. She was 19 years old.
All right, lighten up.
Because the cats and dogs, they smell that death shit. At the vet. Yes.
You're probably right, man. But yeah, she flipped out, man. She just was. It was not the cat I recognized at all. I mean, that was the first and only time I was ever actually afraid of her. And she was about 14 pounds, so she was no small kitty.
That's a little thing. 20 pounds plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking.
How big is Beavis?
I don't know. He's still little.
He's still kickable size. You can still cram him into a shoe.
Kickable size.
You enjoy Beavis, man. Bengals are great cats, man. They really
already
are.
do. Cats are hilarious.
Yeah.
I love having that thing around.
Cat,
around the house.
I loved her. Yeah, she was very. And the thing with water, she would get on the sink like I'd be shaving, and she just put her paws in the water.
That's what they love, the water. I open up a 12-pack of Bud, and I empty it, I put it in the fucking fridge, and then I put the 12-pack on the floor. What a joy to watch. The cat runs in and out of it, takes the little cat toys, brings them into the box. and then shoves them through the little handles, and then wants me to throw it back in. Oh, it's fun.
Yep.
So, sir, you had the cat would be up there while you shaved?
Well, she'd just jump up on the sink. You know, she'd come from the floor, jump up on the toilet, and then from the toilet to the bathroom counter.
Yeah, it's a heartbreak she's gone, but at least you have those stories.
Oh, yeah, lots of them, man. She would. The one thing she'd do that really pissed me off was we had this real tall ladder, and I would use it to, like, clean the dust out of our high ceilings, you know?
Yeah.
And she would climb up that fucking ladder.
Oh, God.
And then me out,
God
get her
love her.
down, I'd get her down, and no sooner I get her down, she'd climb back up.
Silly.
At least you got the stories, you know.
That's incorrigible. Sam would
yeah,
say.
I love her, man.
Well, you got those memories.
Do you got one more? Because she sounded adorable.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I got tons of them, man.
Oh, please, one
come
more.
on, sir. We got nothing else to do. How about a couple more?
Well, whenever I would build stuff, like put together a piece of furniture or something like that, the instructions would come with it. She'd come and lay down in the middle of the instructions.
Oh, my. You don't. Come on. That couldn't be true.
That's good. Now little maggots are just chewing its eyeballs out.
Oh.
It's a shame. All that fun.
Yeah.
All the love and attention you had, and now what is it? Fucking maggot food.
I don't like to end on a negative. One more story, please, sir. We're here in adorable land.
Well, let's see. I had a blue-fronted Amazon parrot that she would often interact with.
Oh, fucking Boyd.
And the bird was not afraid of her at all.
Oh, come on now.
It's like a regular zoo over there at this guy's house.
That just sounds crazy, but it happens, you know?
The bird wasn't afraid of the cat?
No, not at all.
Do tell.
He's 26 years old. My pets live a long time, man.
Oh, my God. Well, at least you got the memories.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
Poor little feller. Bury him in the yard. Put a rock on top and hit it with your hand. Poor feller.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
All right, guys.
All right,
man. Love your show.
Yeah, we love you, Scott. Salt Lake City, man. They're just nice people.
Yeah, just nice over there, I guess.
Just very nice.
Little confused.
What's Leno? Leno's going on Letterman, huh? When is it happening? Tonight?
No.
When?
Oh, what?
I don't think it's confirmed.
Oh.
But they asked him on a red carpet, and he gave a very Leno-esque answer. Like, his answer was almost a parody of Leno. It was funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can you ever appear on Letterman? There were rumors that you were going to appear.
I suppose I could. Why couldn't I? You know. Sure, I can be. You can do any show you want. It's not like you're banned.
Are you interested?
Who knows? Maybe. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
I tell you about my 1933 Dusseldorf.
No, you didn't.
They're never going to get an answer he doesn't want to give.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
He basically just gave all options in life.
Yeah.
Well, you could wake up, you could not.
Yeah. He's got to do it soon, though. Don't you think?
He might be allowed to.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what his contract is.
Fallon's killing it, man.
Yeah.
He's killing it on the YouTube, too. He's beating Jimmy Kimmel on the YouTube. There's an article in the paper today.
He's putting out a new video every day.
Really?
Fallon, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a viral video every day.
He knows what to do. That's the fucking direction.
Are the ratings still high for Fallon?
Yeah.
How much have they calmed down since the initial send-off there?
Somewhat, but not like...
send-off, blast-off, whatever.
They really haven't calmed down that much.
Oh.
What do you do with Lindsay Lohan?
They had a water fight.
Oh, yeah?
But another viral video.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you see that list of Lindsay Lohan guys she's fucked?
No.
Yeah,
the celebrity dudes. Punch that fucker up.
Yeah, punch it up.
This is Lindsay Lohan, the list of, and there's a long list. It's like 30 guys, but they X'd out the civilian guys, you know, just regular guys, I guess.
Magic Johnson, Tommy Morrison. Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
How did they get this list together?
Apparently she left it at a bar.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like she was just kind of talking with her friend and then just left the list by mistake.
And then her friend, because she's a true friend, made sure she got it out there.
Yeah.
Huh?
All right, let's start. What are some celebrities that she's enjoyed the cock of?
I'm not a celebrity. Why would they put that?
Oh, Jimmy.
Well, the first one that rings a bell is Jay Phoenix, which I'm assuming...
Joaquin.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Oh, man. He's got that little fucking trough for the vag juices to drip down his cleft palate trough. So he never has to take a breath.
I don't don't know. Lucas Haas, I don't know.
Oh, that's that kid. He was a kid at once.
We all were.
No, he was in Mars Attacks.
Okay.
He was the younger brother of Jack Black.
All right.
In Mars Attacks. He was in one of those inspirational fucking movies. Like Rudy, but not Rudy.
Right.
You know, kind of one of those.
Well, he's early on the list.
Whatevs.
Who else is on the list?
Nico Tortorella?
Nope.
Don't know.
Oh, my mother made some tortorella. It was fucking marvelous. The sauce.
She filled it with Nico from the home country. Nico, it's a leaf that grows.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, soaked in vendetta blood.
Evan Peters, I don't know.
No. Evan Peters.
And then we get into some more familiar names. Wilmer Valderrama.
Shit.
That one's documented.
Yeah.
Jamie Burke.
Jamie Burke.
Don't know. Jamie Dornan.
Yep.
Zac Efron.
Whoa.
She fucked Zac Efron.
That's what the list says.
Watch it be these are people she wants to fuck.
Oh, man.
Justin Timberlake is on the list. Colin Farrell.
Oh, wow.
Is on the list. As is Heath Ledger.
The late Heath Ledger.
It doesn't say if it was before or after.
True.
Fuck yeah.
Jesus. Ryan Rotman? Roman? I don't know.
Wait, no.
It's not Gosling.
Is it, what's his name's son, the director?
Who?
It's not Ryan Reynolds, right?
It's not Ryan Reynolds. It's not Ryan Gosling.
It's Ryan Rotman.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Who's that?
He's best known for the Teen Nick series Gigantic.
Ooh, nice. You know what that's referring to.
We sure do, Sam.
His cock.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
What's in that cup?
I'm doing something, Chip. Max George.
Who's that?
I don't know. Guy Berryman.
Who's that?
James.
Apparently an undertaker.
Berryman.
Oh, boy.
That stunk.
That was bad.
James Franco.
Wow.
Adam Levine.
Whoa.
Oh, my goodness.
And Garrett Hadalindo.
I was hoping not to hear Morris.
Exactly. Who cares who this pig fucked? I didn't give a fuck.
Well.
Exactly. Jimmy. How else is this pig?
Who cares?
Why is it a big story on one of the gossip sites?
I'm so not interested in who she's opened her freckled legs for.
No.
I don't care.
The takeaways are Joaquin Phoenix, Zac Efron, Justin Timberlake, Colin Farrell,
meaningless.
Heath Ledger,
I wish it was Ted Bundy or fucking Jeffrey Dahmer.
James Franco, and Adam Levine.
Those are the big fucking names
Those are
right
the
there.
takeaways.
Oh, big whoop.
Jesus. She's quite the little Hollywood whore.
Supposedly.
Well,
It's going to be in Touch magazine.
Yeah, I guess In Touch got their little hands on
who
the
knows?
list.
But who knows if that's what the list is? Why would she
That's
just
what they're
write a
saying.
list out?
Right.
You know how girls talk.
Yeah,
What
but
are they
I don't
saying in
believe
the
that.
article? That's the actual list. That's the picture of the list. So
Right. But it doesn't say that. Nobody knows for sure.
right.
You know, just
I
the trouble
wouldn't doubt
starlet.
it. Lindsay Lohan's too smart for that. She knows everyone wants her. No, but she knows everybody wants her shit. So she probably put that dumb list out, and there's probably some other reason.
Yeah.
And then she'll just make a fool out of everybody by saying what the... Why would she make a list of guys she's fucking leaving on the bar?
According to the magazine's source, Lindsay was giggling and talking shit about people in the industry. The trouble starlet then apparently wrote down a list of her numerous lovers.
Oh.
It was her personal conquest list. She was
Okay.
trying to impress her friends with the list and then tossed it aside.
Yeah, then why not just tell them?
The devil came out.
Yes, it is. Fuck yeah. Excuse me. Why not just tell her friends? Why would she write it down?
Lindsay Lohan is not known for having great judgment.
No, I know.
That's
But
like saying why would she's too smart to drink and drive because she knows that she's always getting in trouble.
no, but this is a little bit... This is almost too obvious.
Poor decision making is kind of her thing.
It's too obvious.
Or like seeing like fucking Tintin.
And what about Steve-O?
Fucking the horse from that fucking War Horse movie. That's another celebrity.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, God. Seabiscuit.
Tillicum. That's the killer whale.
I know. She jerked him off once.
Yeah. Jacked him off in a big tank.
He rolled over on his back. She snuck in, tugged his Peter.
Let's say hi to Andrew in Jersey. Andrew?
Andrew.
Hey.
I'm calling bullshit on this list because none of our co-stars are on it. And you know, like, especially when you're young, you're going to fuck around with people that you're going to work with, you know?
Didn't she bang Steve-O, too?
Did she bang Steve-O?
I bet you these are guys she wants to bang.
She dated Wilmer Valderrama.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
So maybe she mixed it in.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people there that she dated, so, I mean, anybody could have put together this list, you know?
But, like, I would assume she could fuck these guys.
Yeah, not Heath Ledger.
You don't think she could have fucked Heath Ledger?
I think she could have fucked Heath Ledger.
Not now.
No,
well,
not now.
Passed away.
They both look like they're decomposing. Horrible. She's not as attractive as she was back in the Mean Girls days.
Oh, God, no.
She was how old then?
I don't know, 18.
Probably
Yeah, but
19, 18.
Yeah, she's still very young. She looks like shit for her age.
Oh, she does.
Horrible. All right, Andrew, thank you.
Ridden hard and put up with that
I'd
weather
love to sleep
look.
with her. I think she's sexy, but...
Oh, yeah, why not?
And why does the list leak right when the OWN series starts?
Exactly.
Anyone watching that thing?
Exactly.
Did it start up yet?
Yeah, it's kind of boring.
Oh,
It
God,
is.
it's
You've watched.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it boring?
Because not much is going on. She's in her like hotel room all the time being like, oh, I can't believe the paparazzi are outside.
Oh.
I have zero interest in her. I don't care what she does.
Yeah.
Like, if she's doing a movie, good, do the movie.
I'll look at naked pictures of her. But
Who wouldn't?
Well, of course.
other than that,
goes without saying.
who really
I'm
cares?
not a Christian.
Sam, what's going on with the Birdman?
Oh God,
the Birdman. I want to check out the Birdman.
I thought this was funny.
And when are we going to talk about Little People Big World?
Well, I'm assuming that that's tough for you because you're a big fan of the show.
Yeah, these guys aren't though. The roll-offs are separating after 26 years of marriage.
Good.
Tiny little marriage.
The little people. Little people, big world.
Do you have to split everything in quarters?
There you go. Now we can move on. Good.
Got the joke in?
Oh, yeah. That's all we needed was one joke in. Chris Birdman Anderson should be a guest on every post-game show.
He was on the...
Very difficult. This guy has a lot of his body tattooed.
Yeah.
Full neck. White guy, big beard, mohawk, just massive neck tattoos.
Looks like a problem.
What's he do?
He's a basketball player for the Miami Heat.
Exactamundo.
But he was on the post-game show for the Heat, and he just decided to be the worst guest that you could possibly be.
Oh, wow.
Like, he just wouldn't... It was just difficult.
What was his problem?
He didn't have a problem. He just wanted to do it.
Wow.
I think he just did it for his own amusement.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the studio, Chris Birdman Anderson. Good to see you, sir. An absolute
Pause.
What the fuck was that?
Grab that guy's hand hard. That guy's a...
You see his sleeves?
Yes.
They are like just all just dark ink.
Yeah, his arms are like just blue.
So the guy goes, thanks for coming by, whatever, and then he just
nails his hand.
Just slams him hard. It's going into a handshake.
Overly aggressive handshake.
Look
Yes.
at the intense stare he's looking
yeah.
at with.
What is he doing?
Wow.
We're ready to fucking do this.
This is weird.
All right.
pleasure. You were a...
He won't let go of his hand.
You were a archery mentor. That's right. My buddy Steve actually taught me, and it was a good time. And you're here now. And the losing's over. Why?
What?
Why did the losing streak end this evening?
Because we won.
I know that. Why did you win?
I don't know.
You're the best.
You got to look at the stat sheet.
I'm not watching.
I usually don't look at the numbers.
I want your insight.
We just kept on being mentally tough and continued to attack the basket.
You guys had a nice start in this game, and when you look back at the 3 losses on the road, that was a challenge of just getting out the box and rolling the right way.
Just fucking with the chair.
Concerted effort tonight to come out and kind of impose your identity on the game.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
This is our night. We're going to do a...
Yeah.
Okay. Particularly late in the contest when you guys had to crank up
dumb
the defense.
sports questions,
You're right there starting the party.
Yeah, he's actually making it entertaining.
Are they friends or no, you think?
I mean, I don't
They
know.
seem to know each other.
They know each other because he does the Heat post-game
Right,
show,
so
I'm
they-
sure, all the time.
They see each other on a regular basis.
Like, he knows he's being fucked with right now.
Contest when you guys had to crank up the defense, you were right there starting the party. I mean, they were trying to attack the
I
paint.
love block
You were there.
parties.
Yeah, listen. We used to have some really nice ones in suburban Cleveland. This one tonight was a little more enjoyable. Oh, then here they go to the feed. Right to it.
Is he a good player?
The Magic and television?
Yeah, but he's on the Miami Heat, so.
This is a good Washington team. They're going to be
LeBron's team.
in the postseason. They have been rolling nicely. They gave you all one at their place, but tonight you guys had the...
No, it's just highlights.
Yeah.
Highlights.
Jump, shoot, score. Jump, shoot, score.
Highlights.
Boom goes the dynamite.
So tonight, welcome. They can't see
It's a great show today.
Studio, Chris.
It's a great show today.
What's he talking to other people?
Yeah.
I can't hear right here. I can't hear.
Yeah, what happened?
I couldn't hear the play.
But it worked out for you,
The
nonetheless.
fans were so loud I couldn't hear the play.
Hey, curious issue for me. It was one of the games on the road trip. They start to blend for me. I'm getting older. But you had one play in the game where you did your, your signature right there. And then the next time, it was a technical. Did you get an explanation on that?
I don't need an explanation.
Well, why not? I would want one. I mean, if it's okay in
This guy,
one game and then not in
a
the other,
psychopath. He looks like a
Well,
nut.
actually, I did it a couple plays before that, and I guess the ref thought I directed it towards the guy that was laying on the ground, but I actually did it towards the bench.
I concur with you, sir. I agree. Back-to-back
I
nights.
agree to agree.
Thank you. Back-to-back nights of you playing a very sound.
What an asshole.
He's just kind of like, he's reminds me of every athlete. He's just a douche.
That's not even
The
a
way you
word.
do it.
Unfunny douche.
I made. You're the best, man.
I think
Congratulations.
he's trying too hard to be funnier.
Yeah, but that's what happens when athletes try to be funny most times.
Yeah.
Just douchebags.
Why y'all laughing?
Oh, boy.
Exactly.
Birdman would probably make an outstanding color.
Now he's mad at me.
I like how selective he is with his words.
I know. He's mad at me for laughing.
Who's mad at you?
Birdman.
You and Birdman are
We're tight. We're tight. We're
Fuck
tight.
the Birdman.
You don't like him?
No.
Yeah, what's he, a bird brain or something?
That's a good one, Chip.
Very good.
All right, well. There's the Birdman being difficult.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Ugh. Birdman annoys me.
He does?
Yes.
Don't worry, we'll get the show.
Oh, shit, the Birdman won't answer. What are you doing? Go home. Go home. Asshole. You guys shoot a Birdman clip? Yeah, Birdman wouldn't talk. Flapping his wings.
Prick.
Thought it was unnecessary?
Yeah, answer the question, you prick.
I got very good news. We're going to get the show back on track right here.
Oh,
cool.
Right here.
Hear an explosion go off. How unfucking warm are these gloves, by the way?
Why did you get gloves?
Because I lost my gloves and it's fucking 19 degrees out. So one of the interns...
It's the last day of it being cold. Why would you get gloves today?
Because I don't want to freeze my hand. I got to go to the gym and carry my gym bag.
What are those isotoners?
Yeah, I don't like the fucking touch
they
screen.
got like little rubber nubs on the fingertips.
That's how you can use your phone. That's the latest thing in glove technology.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, good. No good. This is good.
No.
It should say elevator button ready. That's what these are good for.
What? It's not. You can't tap your phone with those?
Sure you can.
Gloves on?
But they can't read it.
No?
Yes, it can.
No, it can't.
You got in trouble.
It's pretty much the last day of winter today, and you went and got gloves.
Those don't look very warm, Jimmy.
They look awful.
I also like that he propositioned it to the room. By the way, how not warm are these gloves like we're all wearing?
Yeah, I don't need fucking... I asked for really... men's commuter gloves. I just asked for some...
Commuter gloves.
I asked for some warm... like fucking North Face gloves.
Yeah, some real gloves.
19 degrees out. I got to walk.
Very cold.
No
single digits with the wind chill.
Did the intern get those for you?
I imagine so.
I think the intern is going to need to write an essay then about proper gloves.
Yes.
These gloves suck.
Well,
$30 for these?
Holy shit. New York City. Where do you get them? Dwayne Reed or something?
Yeah, go to a good place. Place in Jersey I like.
Go to Jersey.
Yeah, go to the glove warehouse.
Go to Just Gloves.
Oh, I hate these fucking things.
They're awful looking, and
They're
just
terrible.
Well, Jimmy, I think you should.
Oh shit!
Get over it.
You could clip them together, though.
Yeah, I could.
People
Maybe
say
I'll
it's
do
not
that.
pitching a fit. It's bitching.
No, it's pitching a fit.
Pitching a
People are
fit.
saying it's bitching.
People
a
are
fit.
dumb. No one. You
What
can't
does
bitch
bitching a fit mean?
How do you bitch a fit?
I don't know.
It doesn't even
I'm just
make
telling you what the
sense.
people say.
Yes.
And we're just yelling at the people.
Okay.
Bitching a fit makes no sense.
I got very good news. Very good.
Phones are broken?
This phone call is going to cheer up your day. It's...
Who do you think it is?
She's getting a little feisty.
It is. No, I'm not.
Why are you so feisty?
Man, she
I
is.
just woke up a little while ago.
I'm going to say something here. I'm going to take a guess.
Yeah.
You're on your third Natty Ice.
Wow.
No, my second one.
Your second Natty Ice.
Didn't you say you just woke up?
Actually, I have to go out and get more because I'm running out.
So it's good to drink first.
So if you could go out to get Natty Ices, why can't you go out to get a job?
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
You know what? Let me tell you something right now. I know I'm repeating myself constantly, but I have been after the Family Dollar job for a long time.
The lucrative Family Dollar job.
Enough with the Family Dollar.
She's like, I've been after this Family Dollar job like it's fucking IBM.
Right.
Like she's fucking trying to be a board member.
Microsoft.
Yes, Microsoft, Google.
Right, Apple, whatever. I just want you to update your reference.
That's true.
The IBM is terrific.
Is old.
Exactly.
Hold on. I applied on the computer for the job. Okay.
Oh, you did.
All right, that's good. That's an update on the Family Dollar job.
That's the first step.
Okay.
Today is too cold. I'm not going to go too far today because I already have a cold as it is. All right.
Just another excuse why you can't go looking for a job.
It's not an excuse. I really do have a cold.
Lady Di, I'm actually under the weather today, and I came in here today.
Exactly.
I mean,
Now the rest of us are going to get sick.
I hope not.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I just don't feel... I feel... Yuck.
You look good.
Thank you. Oh,
How
thank
good?
you. Fucking...
Opie always looks good, and so does Anthony.
Thanks.
Oh,
God.
Hey, what's this I hear? Colin Quinn called the show?
Yeah, that's why you're on the phone right now.
Yep.
We're going to make this one quick.
Bye.
Colin wants you to be Colin wants you to be an intern on our show.
Wow. Ain't I a little bit too old to be an intern?
Yes, but thanks for calling.
We've had older. We've had older.
Yes, never fatter. But
who was our oldest intern, and how old was he?
We had one 47-year-old intern.
47-year-old intern.
How old are you, Lady Di? 60?
52.
I'm 57.
I'll be 52 in April 1st.
Oh, I know. We're going to maybe do a super show around that.
Oh.
We're thinking about it. So, what are your demands if you come in to intern for the Opie and Anthony show?
Demands?
Well, what do interns usually do?
Oh, yeah, exactly. We don't know either.
You would have to...
Wait, hold on. They answer the phones. They probably, clean up after you guys leave or something. I don't know. I mean, what do they do?
Today's task was getting Jimmy winter gloves, even though spring is basically going to happen tomorrow.
That's fine, but it's not like it's 40 today. Like it's 19 plus wind. It's terrible.
It is terrible.
I walked from the cab to the building and my hands were numb. Just walking.
Tuck them in your pockets.
Yeah.
How? When I'm carrying my gym bag.
Jimmy, you have to wear insulated gloves.
Oh, shoot! She might be perfect.
Oh, thank you.
She would have gotten the right gloves.
I have a pair like that.
And this is why you're smart, because I actually had deli gloves. So I appreciate you doing that.
Are you wearing surgical gloves?
Well, you would be able to get the proper gloves for Jim Norton, so that's a good start.
That's a huge start.
That's true.
This is a very good sign. Now, how much would you want to be paid?
Interns get paid?
Well, this is a paid internship we're thinking about.
I mean, we're talking about 5 days a week, Lady Di.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't
just
know.
cowing around.
It's like a job.
Yeah, well, give us a number. This is how we negotiate.
Okay, I'm going to give you a number, $10 an hour.
$10 an hour.
Can we get you down to 9?
$10 an hour.
I know it ain't going to happen. I'm not going to be an intern. I already know it's not going to happen.
You know.
Actually, no. We're kind of interested.
We want
in
to do this.
Right.
$10 an hour.
$10 an hour. I mean, it's going to be short-lived. It'll be like, I don't know, a Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Half hour.
Too.
Right. Huh?
And benefits, too. How's that sound?
That's $200.
We don't do benefits.
Yeah, we don't do benefits. We can't.
We can't do benefits. It's illegal, right?
Yeah, there's a new law.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, just $10 an hour. That's all. Excuse me, my throat. I'm sorry.
Would you need Natty Ice every day?
What?
Would you need Natty Ice?
But I need a Natty Ice every day.
Oh,
that is the question.
Yeah, question. Which question? Okay, yeah.
Would you need Natty Ice?
What? Excuse me?
Yeah. Yes. Would you need Natty Ice every day?
Not if I was working.
Oh.
What about the shakes?
Responsible.
What about the shakes? I don't. No. I wouldn't get shakes.
But
I don't shake if I don't drink. I just don't drink. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Beep, beep.
I haven't had that in a long. Yeah, well, that was me. That was my phone. Marion's probably trying to call me.
Oh, Marion.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, she's probably trying to call me.
Oh. Well, put us on hold and see if it's Marion.
Hold on a second.
I think we got her.
I can't do that.
Why?
No, I can't. How about this? How about if I do this?
Hold on a second.
All
We're
right?
talking to you. You're panicking.
Yeah.
What? I'm not panicking.
Go ahead.
Panicking about what?
What
about your phone?
Yeah. What do you mean you can't do that?
Not that I can't do it. I don't want to do that.
Do what?
What is going on?
What?
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Right.
It's a private number.
Yeah.
I know that's not Marion. I already know it's not Marion.
Just pick up the phone.
No, I'm not going to pick up the phone.
Why?
I'm not going to do it. That's it.
Why?
Put us on hold and pick it up.
I don't like it. I don't feel like it.
Why?
I don't feel like it.
Well, you got to stop the beeping. It's distracting to the show.
Yeah, we can't talk to you. We're trying to get you a nice little gig here.
Yeah, you're trying. I don't think I'm ever going to be an intern on your show.
Well, not with this attitude. We're trying to work it out.
Yeah.
And I have to take my medication a little bit anyway. I have thyroid medication.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to take it a little bit. Yeah.
Please answer the phone, Lady Di.
Yes.
Hold on.
Metabolism of a sloth.
Hold on. Listen, if I hang up by accident, call me back. Okay.
All right.
All right. Hopefully.
Oh,
Yes, you're a woman of lower stock.
And who are you, may I ask?
You're on the radio. I'm Edgar.
Oh, yeah? Is that right?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, all right.
Go back to the radio show, Piggy.
Thanks a lot, Piggy. You too. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Shut up.
Edgar's not very nice. Hello? Hello? Is she gone?
I don't know. I would.
Hello? Hello?
I would bet a lot of money she can't figure out that.
Can't figure out
call
hold.
waiting
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gone. So.
Oh, she's the worst.
What a dunce.
Yeah.
All right, then. I still think we should try to get her as an intern.
I agree.
Yeah.
For a little while.
Well, how long are we talking about?
We don't have to work it out on the air because obviously that wasn't going anywhere. But maybe you call her and try to figure it out. We'll give her like 2 weeks.
Okay.
No, we'll give her a week.
All right.
One week as an intern. We'll give her $10 an hour.
She got to come in every day.
Every day for a week.
On time.
Do you think she'll be late?
If she ever comes in.
Yes.
She will be constantly late and have a dumb excuse every time.
You don't think she'll be a good employee?
No.
We could have the 200 in cash in front from the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
true.
watches every time she messes up, her pay gets
We
docked.
dock her.
Yes.
And then at the end of the week, there'll be nothing left. Now that would be funny.
All right.
Yeah.
Lady Di, does that sound good to you?
Ty.
Does that sound good to you?
What's that? No, I accidentally hung up on you. I knew that was going to happen.
No.
Yeah, it happens. It's okay.
And what else was I going to say? Okay. I didn't think interns get paid.
Well, here's what we want to do.
For nothing. I don't know.
Shut it. Here's what we want to do.
Go ahead, Di.
We want to pay you $10 an hour for 1 week's work to start. We got to, see if it works out well. You'll be working 4 hours a day on this show.
Right.
From 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. And you got to come in every day on time.
Of course. Well, what do you think? What do you think? I'm going to miss days and stuff? I'm ignoring the beeps. Don't worry about the beeps. I'm ignoring them.
You should answer it.
They're distracting is the only thing.
Yeah. Yeah, answer it.
Hold on.
Diana or Annie?
Hello, what's up?
Wait a minute. I didn't beep anything.
Huh?
Well, what happened?
I didn't press anything on my phone.
What?
I didn't. Oh, there it goes. Wait.
Hello?
What's up?
What's up?
If you're on the air, it's Chipper.
The what?
What, are you going to be an intern or something?
I don't think so.
Yeah? Why don't you get a job or something carrying peckers in your butt?
Oh, come on. Please.
Yeah, why don't you get a job taking a dump in your pants or something?
Oh, stop with that already. I can't stand what... Oh, boy.
Yeah, why don't you get a job leaking stuff out of your vagina or something? Bunch of bed bugs on you.
Say that again.
Okay. Why don't you get a job leaking stuff out of your vagina with a bunch of bed bugs or something? You're on the air.
You know what? You sound like Bobo. Is this Bobo?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it is. So what?
You sound just like him.
Yeah.
Bobo.
Fuck yeah.
You're playing along with him, huh?
Yeah, you fucking... Shut up. You want to be an intern or something?
You just sound like him. I don't know.
I know you said that.
Oh, man. You know,
Shut up.
Hey, Lady Di, you there? She hung up again, I'm sure. She doesn't know how to work her hold.
This is nonsense.
She is so terrible.
Chip even does the legal stuff right.
Yeah. Yeah, you're on the air. I don't even know if a radio show actually has to tell the person twice. Hey, you're on the air. That was...
Where is she?
She's an idiot.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, obviously, we asked her to do this.
Will you guys pony up
legit.
200 cash?
Yeah, they'll do it.
Yeah, it's 1 week.
Yeah, we'll do for a week. But she's got to actually come in.
Yep.
She's got to do scheduled, work things. Yeah, she's got to be on the phone as a screener at some point.
Yep.
She's got to go and get the breakfast orders at some point, Maybe different things for different days.
Pull audio for the show.
Pull some audio, maybe come up with a bio for a guest, something like that. I think this is gold.
Yeah, I think it kind of has to happen.
I just see a miserable failure.
We'll work it out during
off
air or whatever, right?
It'll be good.
I mean, there are other people that want to be involved.
Like who?
There were just a couple of tweets.
Steven Singer?
There were a couple of tweets that came through that wanted to make sure that Colin Quinn knew, because Colin Quinn started the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right.
That Colin Quinn knew that they, too, would like to be considered for a job with O&A.
Oh, and that was who? Bobo. Trying to make it about him.
Lady Di.
It sounded like Bobo. It sounded like Bobo.
Lady Di, this guy wants to say something to you. He said you said something last week that changed his life. He wants to speak to you.
Wow.
It's who is this? Elias?
Yeah.
All right. You're on with Lady Di.
Elias. Hey, good morning, guys.
It's our show, actually.
Good morning. Good morning.
I think it was earlier this week or something. One of you guys asked her what time she passes out. And Lady Di, your response was that you don't pass out. You actually go to bed, and that's surprising. See, I'm not an alcoholic. And, I have a lot of trouble sleeping.
Caller's a water walker.
You all love Lady Di.
I do. Ramon, what's natural about this ice?
I just go
Ramon! Come look at this wildebeest.
If you want to call it,
Ramon, this man will give birth to Honey Boo 2. Ramon, is this what you have been fucking? Ramon, I thought you threw him off the train. Ramon, this man has 2 breasts. Ramon, look where all the sadness went.
Can you hold on a second, please?
Ramon, I thought you were the only fat-titted idiot.
Hold on.
Do you think this is good?
Ramon, remind me to buy more stock in aluminum and hot.
The whole thing sucks.
This is the radio equivalent of
shit,
of a tsunami,
of a gas explosion in
gas
East Harlem.
explosion.
This sucks. The whole thing sucks.
Exactly.
Lady Di's phone call today sucked. Well, now she's putting us on hold. We should just go to break.
Lady Di.
Who knew that a fucking lonely man in Lower Manhattan with Diet Cokes in his fridge wouldn't be a good radio producer?
All right. Yeah, I got to take a piss.
Radio dial.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like these gloves either, but they'll do.
How many gloves are you going to buy?
Wait, what's
For
wrong
one
with those?
day.
I don't like the way
Pretty
they.
good.
Oh, they're very warm. They'll do a good job.
Why? What's wrong with them,
I just
though?
don't like the way they feel inside. I mean, I'm fine with them, but
They're not cushy enough?
no, they
There's
are.
too much going on with those gloves, too.
What's going on? I got a zipper in the back. What am I going to put in there? Fucking pack of gum? What am I going to fucking? What do I store? Zipper storage.
I enjoy a good, basic glove with no nonsense on it.
No, I like a nice hefty glove.
It's got to be soft.
Thank you.
No grippy things, nothing.
It's like I feel like there's a lining in here, and it's like it takes a minute for my fingers to get in.
Oh, yeah?
No elastic band around the
That looks good.
wrist.
I like to do the
Weather
glove
resistant.
test. I like to do the glove test. That means you got to go and do this.
It's just rubbing them. Oh, ow.
Yeah.
You don't do the in between the fingers to get it in there tight, nice?
Yeah, good glove.
Yeah.
Good glove.
Do a little pounding, too. A little pound, maybe.
All right, come here.
A little fisting. Yeah.
Nice, right?
Yeah. But the test is when you knock the fingers back and forth very quickly. That's the glove comfort test.
Let's see.
Okay.
That sounds so annoying.
Is that an annoyance?
Oh, God, it's bad.
You should have a video.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, go viral.
Of the glove test.
Fucking testing my gloves.
You can't redo it now.
Yeah, we can't recapture that moment.
That magic.
Yes, the magic moment.
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
We hung up on you.
Jesus.
How does this happen? I didn't even take the call.
Wait, hold on a second. I said hold on, and then I came back.
No, you said...
You said, and we went to break. I
have a
didn't. I
drink
swear to
spider.
everyone, I did
look
not
at
take this call.
Perfect for storage in the back.
Yeah, what did
Look, the gum won't fit. What am I supposed to put back here? Keys, probably.
A spare key for your house?
Maybe.
Yeah.
A condom.
For what?
I
I wouldn't know what to do with that.
I know, right?
I'd probably chew it like it was gum.
or the filling. Just freshen up gum.
Excuse me.
What do you want, you monster?
All right. Thank you for calling me monster. All right. No.
No.
Oh no, you're not a monster then.
Of course not.
By the way, someone told me you were almost on that flight that went down. That has to be really scary, Lady Di.
Well, first of all, I haven't flown in years,
Right.
And I don't know to tell you these things, but I was not on that flight or any flight before that or anything. I haven't flown in a long time.
All right, someone said you were on that flight or were supposed to be on that flight, something like that.
No.
How'd you get out of that building in East Harlem before it exploded?
Oh man, come on, that is so sad. I was
It is sad that you got out.
Yeah.
I was nowhere near there.
You sure?
Oh.
People are saying they saw you in the area. You're very recognizable, obviously.
I'm very. There must be a double of me someplace because I was nowhere.
Well,
near
yeah, Babe
there.
Ruth.
Yes,
Well,
every
he's no
morning in
longer
the
with us. Look at us all jumping on each other.
I know. Babe Ruth.
We all just saw gold. Yeah.
So,
Any place else I was spotted at?
Lady Di, are you willing to take this job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, whether I say yes or no, okay. All right. Whether I say yes or no.
Oh my God! It's a dumb week.
I say to myself.
What
right?
else are you gonna do?
Whether you say yes or no, what?
Sorry.
No, sorry. I'm just. She doesn't get to the point.
You're not going to give me a job like that.
We are. We just did. What do you think we're saying? It's yours. We're giving you a job for 1 week at $10 an hour for 4 hours a day. It's yours. Do you want the job?
Give it to me if you want to. What? Oh, what?
Like that, they make an asshole out of you for nothing.
Oh, come on, Bill.
Well, if it isn't for nothing, we're gonna pay her.
Yeah, they said that they're going to pay me. Oh God, I don't know what to
Tell him to mind his own fucking business too.
Yeah. And why is this a tough decision? You're doing nothing else. At least you'll get some pocket money for some natty ices.
200 big ones.
Right.
200 clams.
Pocket money for some bills I got to pay.
Do whatever you want with it. You're getting the $10 an hour. That's $200 for the week.
Someone wants to help you out with the decision. They're very frustrated. Hi, who's this?
Okay.
This is Phil. I work for Natty Ice in Ireland, and I just wanted to let you know, since the plugs, you've been talking about the thugs on the radio and all.
I already know who it is, Bob.
Well, I'm trying to offer you a job as a spokesperson, sir.
I like that.
And
I don't even. I know who this is.
Hold on. I am not a sir. Would you stop with that already?
You're a fucking man. Shut your fucking mouth.
Right. It's just.
Oh boy, I would love to answer that, but I don't think I'd be able to do that.
Are you taking the job for 1 lousy week? You'll make about $200. Maybe we'll tip you at the end. Cash.
Now, what we
oh my God!
Oh my God!
Yeah, why not take it?
All right, you'll take the job.
We're just kidding.
Oh.
No, we're not kidding.
Well,
when do you want to start?
Are you kidding or not? I don't know.
When can you start?
When can I start?
Just kidding.
Next week, okay?
So you could start Monday.
Monday.
You want to do next week?
Yeah, St. Patty's Day, right?
Let's do
that's a good
next
day.
week.
Don't we have Denny coming in?
Yes.
To spin the tunes for St. Patty's Day?
Yes.
Should we call Denny in to see if he's picked his music yet?
We have the 3 worst rotating guests.
Horrible.
Now, can I ask you one question?
What?
Of course.
Okay.
What
if I do finally get the job that I want? Then I won't be able to come in.
You haven't worked in 10 fucking years.
Exactly. What job do you really want? Co-starring in Charlotte's Web?
What do you think? All of a sudden, next week, out of nowhere, you're going to get a job?
The job offers are going to start pouring in?
Exactly.
I've worked in 5 years, not 10 years.
Oh, sorry.
boy.
Sorry, it's been 5 and not 10.
All right. So,
Regardless, you're not going to instantly get this job next week.
Exactly. Or ever.
What, you don't want the $200?
Just joking.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm right here.
It's $200.
There's nothing to think about. This
4 hours a day.
This proves.
You're talking about starting on St. Patrick's Day.
Exactly.
Oh, see, that's bad for you, right?
Yeah.
Why? What's the problem?
We want you to run through the parade wearing a British uniform.
What's the problem?
Hold on a second. Hold on.
And you know what? One of her intern responsibilities, Lady Di could do man on the street.
Oh,
interviews
exactly.
That'd be
for
great.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Lady Di.
We'll bring her.
She said, "Hold on a second." You know.
We'll bring her to our staff meeting with us.
Yes.
Di.
What? I'm right here.
Were you talking to Bill?
Yeah.
Why? That fucking drunken bedbug loving idiot that shut his fucking booze hole.
Taking advice from that sot.
His booze hole.
Jimmy, you guys want to talk to him?
No. Where are you?
All right. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, put him on.
What?
Put him on.
Who said put him on?
Opie.
Does it matter? Does it matter who said it?
Exactly.
Hold on.
Well, no, hold on.
I.
Just kidding.
Wait, we'll hold on. Or are you holding on?
Opie. Hey, what's up?
Oh.
Hello?
Jimmy wants to talk to you. Jimmy.
Hello?
Jimmy.
Yeah, I was out there 2 weeks ago, but I was like, I don't know.
Say what?
You know, because if they're not gonna think, because I was like, wow, whatever.
Yep.
Hey,
right.
What's your name? Bob? Bill? Whatever?
Bob.
Bill.
Hey, Bill, what do you say, Pete?
Bill, why are you holding her back from getting a gig?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Say what?
What? Oh, another one.
Why are you trying to talk her out of doing shit on our show?
What? Who?
I'm not talking around to do anything.
What did you say? What did you say? You said, you know, oh, you look like an idiot for nothing.
Right.
I heard you.
We have ears.
No. Yeah, so do I. I got a mouth, too. Well, I can back it up.
Yeah, well,
Sure.
if you, unless you want to fist in it,
Exactly.
stay out of our fucking business.
That's right. Hold on to those ears while I fill that mouth, if you know what I mean.
Stay out of our fucking business. You fucking get in our business, I break your fucking head. I break your head, Paul. What do you say, Bill?
You ain't big enough. You ain't big enough.
Yeah?
Hey, this is Head McBreaker.
Say what?
I'll knock you down.
Don't even try it, old man.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know something? I've heard of jokes, but that's a big joke.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
I've never heard nothing like that in my life.
I might be a joke, but you know what you are? I just fucking, I'll give you a hint, I just flushed you down the toilet.
Shit?
Oh, no.
Yep, big piece of shit.
Yes. Look at that old gum.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
God. Lady Di.
The job's not going to be on the books, right?
On the.
This is why she doesn't have a job.
No. Exactly.
This is why I wanted to go through this exercise today, by the way.
With that.
What?
That has nothing to do with it.
No, Lady Di, it's not going to be on the books. You are responsible for filing your own taxes on the $200 you'll get at the end of the week.
Well, wait, hold on.
Tell that fucking guy, don't make me come down there.
Put Bill on the phone.
Oh, come on.
I want to talk to him.
No, we don't want to. Jimmy's trying to get us back. What were you going to say, Lady Di?
All right. When you get paid under the table, you don't. Oh boy, I better not talk. I'm going to get myself in trouble.
Oh yeah, $200. Make sure you put down the horse with the clock in its stomach.
Yeah, the government's going to be chasing you down for the $200.
So, you know, these are the kind of things they're looking for.
Right.
The penitentiary's full of them, Ralph.
Yes, the Honeymooners reference. I know what you're doing.
Oh, wow.
Well, okay, good. Ralph Cramden.
That's one of my favorite shows.
You know what? I
bet.
I might have a workaround with the tax thing. Maybe we pay you in Natty Ices.
Yeah, well.
No.
It's not bad.
No,
it's not a bad idea.
You have to pay me in beers. You don't have to pay me in beers.
You ain't got enough money.
You got enough money. That's that, you know, you underestimate the crane operator with the humor. It's amazing.
It's pretty good.
That's what he used to do. That's what he used to do when he was working.
Oh, really? What a lucky guess.
See you Monday, Lady Di?
Yeah, Lady Di. How about that? Monday?
Yeah, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This girl, Kelly Richardson, and I guess it's her boyfriend or something like that, this guy named Dave, mailed me a T-shirt. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Mail me a T-shirt. Okay. A not cab T-shirt.
Oh.
All right?
A what?
And I'm probably going to wear it the next show.
A what?
A not Sam T-shirt.
So why would she
Why would
tell
this
us?
matter to anyone?
Why do we give a flying
And it said not
fuck?
slim.
Now, my question is,
Yeah.
the back of the T-shirt has a
Ripped open when you try to put it on?
Yeah, should there be a target on it?
No. I mean, she was nice enough to do that. She was nice enough to mail it to me.
But what? Right? Why would we care about you in a T-shirt?
I was talking to Sam.
Because the back of the T-shirt, what?
Yeah.
The back of the T-shirt has a picture of skull and crossbones. Why is that?
It means I wish you were dead.
Oh.
No.
It means if you see anything in a bottle with that on it, drink it.
Exactly. Then put some on your hand and wash your vagina out with it.
Lady Di.
about that. I mean, she was like,
But then, no one cares, though.
Maybe we'll handle that conversation offline.
It's a logo.
But then again, it don't matter. We lost everybody about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. I don't doubt.
This might as well be a personal phone call at this point.
Yeah.
We are offline.
Yeah.
Lady Di, don't worry about the Not Sam shirt.
Right.
Everything's fine.
Yeah,
and you don't have to alert us that you're going to wear it the next show.
Right.
Holy shit.
Right.
well, why not?
I'm not interested in...
We don't care what you wear.
In anything you wear unless it's fucking shotgun lipstick.
You don't even care if I show up in my pajamas?
Nope. Oof. That would be fun, actually.
Exactly.
That would be fine.
Or big footy pajamas.
6 a.m. Monday morning, Di?
6 a.m.
This is real.
Monday morning.
Thanks to Colin Quinn.
Listen to me, Sam.
Yeah.
All right, Colin Quinn called up and suggested this, right?
Yes.
I already heard about that. Why don't you get Colin back on the phone?
What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
We don't need Colin. He already got us into this mess. The last person we want to talk to right now is Colin Quinn.
Lady Di, you have not said whether you are showing up Monday at 6 a.m. for this. It's a job.
Hold on. Can I go?
What are you asking him for?
You're a 60-year-old woman.
I thought you guys were just roommates.
Hey, Di,
put Bill on the phone.
Di, what do you got to ask him for?
Yeah, why?
Because I have to ask him because he's the one with the money right now.
You're going to have the money.
You're bringing money into the household.
It's a job.
Okay, all right, I'll be there. But I want to confirm it with Sam. Do you understand that?
Sam's right here. It's confirmed.
Okay, all right.
No,
I will
shit.
be there.
Not yet.
As long as you guys are serious about this.
Oh my God!
No, we're just kidding.
You got to. Well, first of all, you got to pay me for this. I mean, I'd be
Pepper913 on Twitter. The shirt says "Got him."
Lady Di.
What?
It's 100% legit. It's it's $200
right
for the week, and it's on for Monday morning. That's it.
All right. Okay.
I will call you off the air and confirm.
Okay. Very good.
Very good.
That's what I want to
Embarrassingly, she will make more money than
Ladies and gentlemen, the bag has been spilled. Or the beans have been spilled. The cat has been let out of the bag.
Hold on.
There's a bag of beans.
Wait, hold on. The reason I'm asking is because they have a convention coming up the 14th, the 15th, and the 16th.
Yep.
And it'll be right here in Jersey.
I know.
We may need you to
and that's
cover
why
that.
they're coming on the show to promote that. So you're a very smart lady.
They or he.
Huh?
They or he.
There might be some
They or
they.
he.
There might be some they, but that part isn't confirmed yet.
We're keeping it under wraps so the listeners don't find out.
Right.
Paparazzi out front to be crazy.
All right.
I got you. Okay. Very good.
So that's
Hold
it.
on. What? All right. Okay. Good.
So it's going to be a very exciting week for you.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
All right. No problem.
This could open a lot of barn doors for you.
What barn doors? There's no barns around here. I know that.
No, huh?
She's right.
Oh, man.
Just shooting the shit.
All right. Tell Sam to give me a personal call.
We will, Lady Di. We look forward to working
going on
with
there?
you.
You don't need to worry about
side
that.
by side next week.
All right. No problem.
You will be an equal for the week.
Peers.
All right.
All right.
I think Jess is going to need some consoling from losing Sam Roberts to Lady Di. Personal call.
Wait till we start working together.
Damn.
Jimmy, any plugs?
Yeah, Virginia Beach, March 20th through 22nd.
He sounds stupid.
Tampa Side Splitters, April 11 and 12. And Carolines in New York, April 24 through 27.
Nice.
Yay.
First time caller wants in. Let's just go to this guy really fast. Tim in Detroit. Tim.
How y'all doing? First time caller, been listening since 2005.
Hey.
Is Lady Di still on the phone, or is she off the phone now?
She's here.
She's, yeah.
Well, I guess I wanted to say to her was, she better show her ass up Monday and don't say a fucking word all week, because all of her friends and the people I know in Detroit don't have jobs looking for it. And I don't want to hear wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
Job for the boys. Do her fucking job for the boys. That's all I ask her. Also, my fucking accent out the window when I crashed my truck.
Exactly.
Right.
All right, Tim. Yeah, exactly. She's got to do it for Detroit.
All good points.
We're going to go. O&A Podcast. Go get that. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.